Hello? Are we live? We're live. Oh, there's an issue. Hold up. I'm the only one that can be heard this time. Yep.
All
right, now they can hear you.
Okay.
Now they can hear us.
I guess I'll take my ball and go home.
Okay. All right, hello guys. This wouldn't be a story mode stream without it being Scuff.
We are the Scuff.
We are the Scuff. So true.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
So, we have a couple announcements before we get started. If you want to take it off, Sin.
We have launched a TikTok at Story Mode TV, edited by our own Nico and our good friend Brewberry.
Mostly Brew, but yeah.
Mostly Brew.
Shout out to Brew in chat right now.
Thank you, Brew.
There is a command for it.
It is dropped in chat.
Yep. So !point TikTok if you ever want to access that. Is it supposed to have the @ in the link out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know how TikTok links work.
Apparently. I just copied the link.
That's weird. TikTok. Be better. Our second announcement involves our reruns and our roundtables. The reruns, the scheduled reruns time is changing. So we will still have the rerun tomorrow. However, it will start at noon EST. So that's 12 p.m. EST. And then the roundtables will still happen either right after that, between the ending of that session to 30 minutes after that the rerun ends. So hopefully it's a bit more friendly to our people across the seas in Europe. And yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All I got.
That's all you got? Okay. Then I think we will wind down and go into D&D. So.
Also, just as a reminder again, as soon as we start the session, like officially, we are going. All of us are just gonna not be in chat, so we won't be able to read your messages. But we do have our mods there if you need help. And yeah.
Yeah. So let's kick off session 2 then.
Let's do it.
All right.
Not everybody and their brother texting me right as the story starts.
Okay, well, ignore that.
Anyway,
Throw away your whole phone.
Throw away the whole family.
No, I can't. That's bad.
Kick us off, Bobby.
Never ready when it's time to start talking. Okay. Previously, our journey began when 2 travelers, Oma and V, entered the sleepy town of Stoneline. Upon entering the Bee's Knees Tavern, the 2 met another pair, Owen and Julius. A scuffle broke out in the basement of the tavern between Owen, Julius, and an unidentified lizard-like humanoid. Similar in appearance to creatures they had encountered before in the hole beneath the tavern. They realized they needed help, and one of the proprietors of the tavern offered 2 weary travelers coin in exchange for help clearing out what he called rats in the basement. As a group, they descended, wiping out as many as they could, with only 1 escapee and mostly minor injuries. As they chased down what they hoped was the last of the nuisances, they found a hole in the floor of the tunnels they were in, leading deeper underground. What they discovered was a ruin nearly perfectly preserved right beneath the city. They marveled in awe at the strange things they found, methodically searching the dark for the lizard that got away. They find a tunnel that leads to the surface and reconvene at the bee's knees, certain their quarry was no longer able to be chased. After payment and a tense conversation, the four decided to travel together, heading out in 5 days' time towards the neighboring city of Riverwood, a week's journey to the east. They bid each other goodnight and go about their business, each taking their 5 days their own way. And that's where today's chapter is going to begin. So it's the next morning, and we're going to start with Owen,
Yes.
because you said last night that you were laying traps beneath the tavern to try to dissuade anything from coming back up.
Correct.
If you would like to explain what you did down there, you can.
Kind of took everything that I, like, pretty much anything that I could to kind of, block anything off. Maybe put a couple of, like, pest traps down there. Because, I mean, if they're gonna come back, I want to do as much damage to them as possible. And also, I wanted to make sure that I covered up the hole through the ceiling from the ruins. That was, like, down into that, like, courtyard area. I wanted to cover it up with, like, maybe, like, a tarp and cover it over some dirt and junk and stuff like that. Just kind of hide it best I could. And then on the way back out, I would lay the traps and kind of concentrate them into smaller areas. That way, nothing could sneak through. And then, most importantly, I did my best to, like, as permanently as possible, block off the entrance into the tavern's basement. As, like, a last line of defense. So
Right.
that's the most important thing. But I would have picked up a couple, traps from wherever I could to just kind of keep it blocked off. So in the event that anything did come back, we were solid.
Right.
If they're gonna live in the tunnels, they're gonna live in the tunnels. I just don't want them in the tavern. So
Throughout
what I
your
did.
whole explanation, I was thinking about kobolds and glue traps, and I was like, wait, glue doesn't exist here.
Or it does.
What I really did was set up a pulley system so that when they stepped within the circle, it would just drag them up into the ceiling. No.
It's really just a box with a stick. and you have to sit down there and wait for them to go get the donut or something.
Yeah.
You're like, gotcha.
Yeah. But the most important thing is that I block it off as
Yeah.
permanently as possible. Even if I have to shove things or have help carrying, like, rocks down into the basement just to fill it and kind of keep anything from coming through.
Yeah, what you're able to do with some, like, planks of wood and barrels from down in the basement from before. I don't remember. Did you guys say that you were meeting the next day, or are you just waiting after 5 days?
We're waiting after our 5 days are up. That way we can kind of get our ducks in a row, I think, right?
If I remember correctly, that's how the conversation went.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any plans to meet up the next day.
Okay. Just making sure, because, trying to get everybody through. Is there anything else you would like to do in that 5 days beyond generally preparing to travel?
Quit my job. I would also kind of spend a little extra time with her just to kind of take in anything else that she had to teach me, or a little extra practice and maybe even a little extra money, just so that I had everything squared away with her.
You're gonna quit on the last day.
No, I'm gonna put in my 4 days.
I'm giving you 4 days notice. You're not gonna have a part-timer.
Yeah, sorry.
That week, Julius is probably very distracted the whole week.
Yeah, you did say you wanted to spend time with Julius also.
He'll probably spend all week writing a letter or something. And or at least when he's not working. But during work, he's very distracted. And I think that's mostly what he's doing. During those 5 days.
Well, for you, Julius, Charlene, after about 3 days, kind of takes you aside, and she explains to you that she had overheard that you were going to leave. She doesn't want you to go, but she understands, and she tries to give you a gift before you leave.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I really do. You're a good boy, Julius, and you're one of the hardest workers I've ever had the pleasure to work with. I know it's not much considering you stayed here so long, but Will and I want you to have this. And she's gonna give you some coin that's wrapped up in a little handkerchief with the letter J embroidered on it.
Thank you. I mean,
Just take it. It's okay, and you're welcome back here anytime.
I do hope to come back someday. It was nice here.
All right. That's it. And I remember Oma and V. V said that V was gonna follow Oma. So Oma, what would you like to do with your 5 days?
Well, actually, I think as long as V knows that Oma's not like leaving town, right?
Mhm.
And V will keep an eye out for that too, to see if Oma tries to ditch them.
Wow.
Okay, so what would V like to do?
Well, I just wanted to say V probably didn't spent most of the time not in town, and instead would like kind of just like every day kind of just like run around, kind of like stay around the outskirts of town in the forest.
Okay.
Like hunting game, just exploring a bit, just kind of like almost like a patrol, but not for the sake of the town, but just because they feel more comfortable in the forest. However, they probably checked in with Oma like every night, just be like, this is what I'm doing, and then went back into the forest to kind of just sleep there instead.
Gotcha. Okay.
Really all they did.
How much? You said it was coin in the handkerchief, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much was the coin, or was it like a specific coin?
No, it was pay for being there for so long, and it was 5 gold.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Not a lot, but still a considerable chunk, according to how much money's worth here.
Yeah.
All right, so my brain just decided to
Oma.
short
I
circuit.
think Oma's left.
Yeah.
Oma.
Yeah.
I'm the only one left.
I was trying to do U and V together.
I know.
And then you and V weren't together.
Yep,
Sorry.
it's okay. Oma, what would you like to do?
The first day, I wanted to actually look around the town for a blacksmith because while we were underground, I found a really nice dagger that I wanted to get a.
Okay. So the dagger that you found is actually you head over to the blacksmith. It's a dwarf. His name's Fergus. And what?
Nothing. I laughed.
His name's Fergus.
Sounds like a standard fantasy name. I don't know why it's so funny. I don't go up to you and laugh at your name for being Oma.
I've come across that the blacksmith is named Fergus.
Hey, your roommate's the one who named him. Anyway.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Anyway. So you get the dagger appraised. It costs you 2 silver to get it appraised. And you find out that it's a +1 dagger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Starting off strong.
Mm-hmm. As for the... Hang on. I have to actually open up the thing because I also gave you
A red potion
potions.
and a green potion.
I have to find my notes for that. 1 second.
Unrelated, I would
One of
also
them-
like to note that the DM is not on Roll20.
Yeah.
That's
The
because-
red potion tastes like red, and the green potion tastes like green.
Oh my god. What does green taste like?
Cherry and green apple.
Green. No, they taste not cherry and green apple, red and green.
I mean,
And you ask what green tastes like as if you've never tasted green before. Come on, Nico.
okay. I know what red
Green?
tastes like, but I don't know what green tastes like.
I know what green
And
tastes
Mountain
like. No. Green tastes like Slimer juice, which is what my mom used to call the Ghostbusters High C.
Oh my
The
god.
green one.
Did the same.
Oh my god.
That's what green tastes like. Anyway.
Albie, so many people in this chat will not understand what
To
you
be
know.
fair, in my mind, green I imagine being like the Grinch mustard.
It's okay. I'm ancient. I get it.
Thank you, Sin. I appreciate that.
Thank you for all of us old people who know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Anyway. All
Potion
right,
reveal.
so potions.
Yes.
You are directed to a apothecary. And Owen, you notice that on like the first day after that, Oma walks into your place of work, and the person that he is speaking to is Hedera Cypria. And I'm going to describe this person. She's blonde and has long wavy hair that she keeps loose and just everywhere, kind of like V, but V's is
V is just curly.
yeah. She's a human with blue eyes, and she's very short compared to
Ow.
you. She's only 5'3".
Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
What?
Family interrupting. Hold on.
Ah.
So tell me more about what green tastes like. If you could use 3 words to describe what green tastes like, how would it taste?
Sour apple.
I said 3 words.
I didn't need 3.
Well,
Okay, like sour apple. 3 words.
3 adjectives. Apple's a noun. Like is not an adjective. Use 3 adjectives.
sour, appley. Yeah, you could.
Hang. It's a kick in a glass.
Yeah,
No,
you
wait,
could-
that's what orange tastes like.
Yeah.
I always imagine green being like Surge or Mountain Dew. It's my go-to.
No, that's something I hadn't had in a long surge.
Yeah, off-brand Mountain Dew.
Uh-huh.
You should go to the gas station. They sell it there now.
I know. I was
Yeah, they
really
brought Surge
surprised.
back.
Yep.
They actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, actually. It
And
tastes
kids
the
nowadays
same.
are like, what is
It tastes the same, but like there's nowhere near the caffeine that it used to.
Also, apologies to the chat. Right now, we are stalling for time while Nico is not here.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I broke my chair. I think
Oh,
Nico?
no.
my chair. I literally just shifted and the entire chair collapsed. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Did you get,
everybody.
like,
I'm fine. I didn't hit my head on my bed. I did get hit by a water bottle, but I think I'm good.
Definitely not scuffed.
Yeah, definitely not scuff.
To be fair, this has been a long time coming. This chair is.
Okay, are you?
Nico, am I gonna have to get you a gaming chair? Come on.
Look, I'm hoping for one for Christmas.
AKA yes.
Okay.
So I'm good. Continue. Sorry about that. That was loud. I'm
Oh.
sure that was loud.
Okay. So, Owen, you walk into the apothecary.
Oh my, you mean?
The
I'm already there.
Oh, you're already there.
I'm working.
Oma. Oma, you walk into the apothecary, and the person behind the counter has long, wavy blonde hair that she keeps loose. And, she introduces herself as Hedera Cypria. And, Owen, you see Oma walk in too. Sorry, I'm going William Shatner here.
You gone legit, everyone.
You walk into the apothecary, and you see Owen watering some plants, and you bring the potions into this place to get them appraised.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect to see you in here.
Well, when we found those potions yesterday, I thought I might as well get them appraised while I'm at it. Oh, also, I pull out the dagger I found. This will probably be better for you.
If you would please put that away in my place of business, I would appreciate it.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'll
Oma
take
just
it.
Oma just walks into a store and pulls out a knife.
Yeah,
Well, it was still in the sheath. I was handing it over.
yeah. I'll take it and I'll be like, sorry, and I'll go and put it back in my bag. I'll deal with it
All right.
later.
So, Hedera looks at you and says, "What can I do for you?"
I was hoping to get these as I pull the two potions out of my bag. I was hoping to get these two potions appraised. I went with Owen and two others last night, ground and dealt with sort of lizard-like bull, and we found these in a pile they were hoarding.
In a pile of what? I'm sorry, I didn't actually hear you.
It was a pile of items that they had collected along with that dagger that I gave Owen.
Okay. And she's gonna take the little vials and look at them. She's gonna mutter a few words, and her eyes light up as she looks these over. And she looks at the red one and says, This is a standard healing potion. It can heal you if you drink it. It's instantaneous. It doesn't work the same way as my remedies do, but it'll get the job done in a pinch. And she's gonna give that back to you. And she looks at the green vial. And she takes a couple minutes and she turns it around. I don't actually know what this is. So I'm going to give that back. And that's good.
Well, thank you for trying. How much do I owe you for the appraisal for the healing?
A silver will do.
We'll hand over a silver.
All right.
On the bright side, if she can't figure out what it is, we'll figure it out eventually.
That's my thought as well.
When you drink it and it burns your insides. No.
When you drink the vial of acid.
I'm a little more careful than that. I was taught well.
Are you
I'm not
sure,
here.
darling?
Yes. I'm not sure if you're
Anyway.
insulting me or yourself here.
OOC. Anyway.
Owen will kind of look over at Darren and be like, he's one of the people that I'm leaving with.
I see. Well, I'll miss you when you're gone.
And I'll miss you.
Before the 5 days are up, Hidera would tell you to go visit her master at some point, but her master lives in Apheus, which is the complete opposite direction that you're going in.
Yeah.
Um,
I think when I
with
fell, I lost
that-
my notebook.
uh-oh.
I can't find my
Uh-oh.
notebook. Continue, I'll just find this. That's fine.
We're just gonna wing it. With that, the rest of the time passes by, and it's the morning that you guys decided to meet up. Where did you? I don't think you guys decided to meet in a specific place, but you kind of just reconvened at the Bee's Knees because that's where everybody knows.
That's what I kind of do.
So Julius is already there when the first person comes. And eventually you all meet up in one of the tables.
Real fast, DM.
I have to get back on Roll20. 1 sec. Go ahead.
She told me to go meet her master. Did I get a name? You said I got a location, but did I get a name?
Iris.
And how do I... Iris?
Mm-hmm.
And where is that from?
Apheus, Aephias.
Okay, I'm dyslexic, a little slower.
A.
Okay.
E.
Okay, a little faster.
Phias.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Spelling bee!
You would actually recognize that city as the capital of the magically inclined people.
Okay. All right.
A. E. Anyway,
When you
not
guys
that
know,
chat's gonna be able to see
Yeah.
this, but I'm putting y'all over onto.
Okay.
gotcha.
Sorry, chat, we have to keep some things secret now. I'm joking.
No,
Yeah.
I'm showing them the
see.
Bee's Knees Tavern.
I see.
I'm just gonna
Torches.
move. Wait. Ah. Eh.
V would not sit not next to it. Yeah.
I was trying to move. It's just,
Fair enough.
there we go.
When you guys finally see V again after like this, how many days has it been? Like 5.
Yeah.
You can see that like there's fresh dirt and like new like leaves and or twigs in their hair, indicating they have just like been out in the forest
Does V smell?
recently. Yeah.
You-
Like, can we smell V from a
V-
reasonable
V-
distance away?
V, not from like far away, but like V smells more like it does have like more of an earthy smell to them probably.
You also definitely.
That's what I
Yes.
was going for.
You also probably definitely have a bag just of meat.
I don't think I carry meat around. Like
I mean, from your hunting, you said.
V is not like a in this setting. V probably wasn't like over hunting, but like just hunting when they needed to hunt. So like
Valid.
enough for like each meal kind of thing.
Okay.
One of the town's horses went missing.
Oh god.
No.
Oh no, not the
No.
horses.
Some of the cows from the farmer's field. went
V's never
missing.
seen a horse before, so V will stick to what they know.
Why are these animals in pens? They're so easy.
Clarification. V did not even think about hurting any animal that is within the actual town.
Jokes.
Story Mode TV does not condone animal violence.
That's not true. Sometimes you gotta fight a real nasty bear.
Aww. Callbacks. Anyway. Will brings you guys out like an appetizer platter and some drinks and goes back into the kitchen.
I think
What
he's
time
gonna
of day
miss
is it?
us.
I would assume it's like it's probably like mid-morning, not quite afternoon. Like you guys didn't wake up and go straight to the tavern, but
I mean, I did.
I mean you did because you
Well.
live here, but
It's more like you woke up and you were already in the tavern
Yeah. I RTA'd that shit.
instead of
Oh my
going
God.
straight there. You never left.
There you go.
yeah.
Eyes open. Boom, I'm in the tavern.
Jeez.
Look at that.
Oh man, he teleported.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe
Hacks.
one day.
I call hacks.
What's the food? What's the food in front of us?
Probably like a cheese and meat platter.
I'm okay with this.
V takes the hands-on approach again.
Ah, V.
It's finger foods. He learned from last time.
Yeah.
So
As Will's walking back, I'm gonna call to him. Can I get a bowl of oatmeal while you're at it?
Will nods at you and heads back into the kitchen.
Morning.
Good morning.
V just
Sorry.
kind of glances at you. Doesn't say anything, but just glances on you and keeps eating.
At least we're on from scowling. That's nice. So how have y'all's weeks been?
Real fast, sorry to interrupt. I know the dog is barking outside of my window. I can't do anything about it. I know
We
chat can hear
literally
it.
cannot hear it.
You
You
Well,
can't,
hear
but chat
anything.
can.
why can?
Aw, poor chat.
I mean,
We're privileged.
I don't feel bad for Chad. They get to hear a puppers. Like,
True.
how is that a bad thing?
Yeah, but like professionalism. But go off, I guess. I'm gonna ruin
Your
that.
chair literally broke.
Yeah,
Okay.
that ship sailed.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Anyway. So our next stop is Riverwood, right? We are all confirming
the
that.
closest town in that direction, I believe.
Yeah. It's a good place to start, at least.
I'll defer to your guys' judgment because I have no idea where anything is on this continent.
Well, I mean, I mostly traveled by airship, but
Same.
I'm
Came
at
up
least
south.
competent enough with a map, so...
I came up south. But
So, well, I guess... Not really, I guess kind of wing it, and then just head in the right direction, we'll get there eventually. I should be able to recognize, some landmarks at least.
Yeah, Riverwood is where I was supposed to land with the airship.
Yeah. Why didn't you land there?
Oma fell out of the sky.
I'm sorry?
Funny story about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Oh.
clarification on that.
When I heard the voice in my head, and then Oma fell out of the sky.
seems convenient timing.
Yeah, very convenient timing.
Well, let's just say the airship captain crew didn't appreciate me, apparently. We paid them enough to get me to Riverwood, but they didn't want to go all the way, apparently.
So they threw you out.
They gave me a choice.
And the
Well,
choice was
Either
all or...
I jump myself, or they throw me off.
Doesn't seem like much of a choice, really.
no, that doesn't.
Oma fell into my pond.
Well, depending on how far you fell, congrats on not dying from just sheer impact force.
Yeah.
Well, I had a parachute, so
So I'm
Well, that
assuming
was
you
nice
chose to
enough, I
jump.
guess.
I chose.
That helps at least, with the whole dying thing. But at least you're here and you're safe.
Yeah.
For clarification, parachutes are not a normal safety thing. They're not very common, so.
Okay.
But they're known, but not very common.
Okay.
Oma
Sure,
got
I've
lucky.
probably seen a few. Yeah, he did get lucky. He really did.
Usually, if people drop out of airships, they use like slow fall on themselves.
Yeah.
Or die.
Yes. If I was
Or
a
die.
caster,
Or they just
No.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say, oh, if I was a caster, like you didn't make poor life choices to not be a caster.
Yeah, it's almost like you chose not to be a caster.
and Oma falls over dead.
Well,
Okay. New character.
Time to bring in the artificer. No. Named Mao.
Mao.
All right. Back to the
So,
task on hand.
current course of action, get to Riverwood. Figure out our way from there.
Is
at least-
Riverwood close to Reclura?
I mean,
it's in the right
closer
direction.
than here.
At least Riverwood, I can send some letters back home.
Yeah. It'll be a good place to stop once we leave here, at least. And then we can figure out our next plan of action in continuing our way to Rayclair from there. So
And
we
you
have a
said
plan.
that's probably about a week from here.
DM.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sorry. I need to get closer. Yeah, so when you got thrown off the airship, you were about a month away and you've been traveling 3 weeks to the east, and it should be about a week away roughly.
Okay.
Would I know how to get
Whoa.
to Riverwood from here? Assuming maybe, like, had to go to Riverwood to get some kind of supplies or something.
Yeah, you probably stopped through on your way south, but
I thought I came from the south, heading north.
you
My
came.
travels.
I believe we established that your actual hometown was near Rayclora, but you have been traveling for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
So at some point you went south through where Riverwood and then came up along the coast.
Okay.
But you probably bypassed it because airships.
Yeah.
Will comes out, gives you your oatmeal, and he puts some honey and sugar in it, and then he goes back.
Thanks, sir.
What time do we want to leave then?
Mix my oatmeal and start eating.
Obviously after everyone's done eating, but what time do we want to leave?
I'm good whenever.
I steal a piece of cheese from Oma's plate.
I travel light in general, so I don't have much to take with me.
And I already have everything I need on me.
I keep most of my belongings on me at all times, so I'm pretty much ready whenever either. One of y'all want to leave, so we'll head out after breakfast if everybody's good.
Sounds good to me.
Right.
During this whole time, V's just kind of like their eyes are just shifting between whoever talking while they just continue just chomping down on their plate. Not on the plate itself, the food on.
So waiting for you to clarify because I knew you would.
We have to clarify that.
Yeah, with Oma, with V, we never know.
I mean, I'm sure V tried to eat the plate.
If given the opportunity.
I don't feel like V would try to eat a plate. Like
No, V's not. To V, the plate is akin to a rock. So,
Yeah.
and V would not try to eat a rock.
I mean, speak for yourself.
V has never seen. What are these? Porcelain, clay? What kind of plates are they?
they're probably actually like wooden plates.
God, V
So,
wouldn't
like-
eat wood either.
I'm glad that we have that out of the way and that is established because it might be important later down the line. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
this
never know.
This is a cheese platter, so it's like
This will actually the fact that V doesn't eat wood will come up when we're fighting the final boss.
When we
The
went
only
in
way
first,
we can
then V
defeat the
ate
final
wood
boss
all
is a
the time.
charcuterie board.
I have no idea what you just said.
Defeat the final boss with a charcuterie board.
Like a cutting board?
No, like it's literally a cheese and meat platter.
Oh.
Charcuterie board.
We were served.
Yeah, essentially. Charcuterie boards are more fancy than anything, though.
Yeah, it's like the small things you'll see, like the small pieces of meats and cheese on a plate you'll see at like parties and stuff.
Maybe
I
some-
don't use words that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Once we finish eating, I'll go upstairs and get my stuff and be ready to go. But
Yeah. Also, DM, I have swapped out one of my daggers for the +1 dagger on my dominant hand.
Okay. Gotcha.
And before leaving, I will take my key back to Charlene to return it.
Alright.
Assuming I had one.
They already said their goodbyes, so for the most part. So she nods at you in understanding and takes the key and reassures you can come back anytime you want. You hear? You better send letters.
I will do my best.
Alright.
I'll make sure at least one gets out to you.
It better not be when he dies. I will hold you responsible.
To be fair, I'm likely to be the one to die first, but we'll,
There is one on the desk, by the way. So if she goes upstairs to my room, there is one on the desk
Okay.
for them.
Gotcha, and you can send me the contents of that later.
Moment it is to your imagination.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I haven't even written it.
Well, get on it.
You're giving Albie too much power. Albie can make that letter say whatever they want.
Oh God.
You suck. I hate you. Go away. I don't want to write letters. No.
If you're reading this,
You're
I'm
not
already
my
dead.
You're not my real mom.
If you're reading this, I'm
which-
already dead.
Of which Charlene is very aware. I'm sure.
No, I assume that it's a lot more polite than that.
I think it's a lot more appreciative than that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, I got the giggles, guys.
Oh, not the
And,
giggles.
Got the giggles.
I
It's
got
time
the
to get back
giggles.
to this serious roleplay time.
Okay, serious roleplay.
Serious roleplay.
So anyway,
All right.
Yep.
Y'all eat breakfast. Get ready to head out. My ADD short-circuited my brain again.
we get ready to head out. We
Uh,
gather our belongings, and
Yeah,
breakfast is
you
done.
gather up your belongings and start out on the road.
Indeed.
Yo,
On the bright
you
side, we'll
head
get.
out.
Sorry.
I was gonna say you head out to the east and not the west, like good adventurers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No chance of that.
But manifest destiny. We must head west.
What happened to serious roleplay? Come on, Sin.
No, not the west.
You meet a pair of travelers named Lois and Clark.
Oh my God.
Oh God. What is this?
Yep.
We're heading east.
Heading
the
east.
machine broke.
What?
All right. Would after like the first half hour or so of walking, everything turns back into dense forest, but there's still a path that you guys are you guys are on. And nothing much happens really this close to the town on your way there. So if you guys want to set up for the night, somebody make me a
After half an hour?
no. I said throughout the day, right?
Oh.
I believe it.
You said half an
After
hour.
half an
No,
hour.
to clarify-
No.
To clarify,
I said-
after about half an hour.
I said after about a half hour, it turns back into dense
Oh.
woods.
Yeah, no, because and I was like, wait,
And
where?
but then you were like, right after you were like, and if you want to set up camp for the night,
No.
I was
I think
confused.
I think my brain said something different than my mouth did, because my brain said after about a half hour it turns back into dense woods, and this close to the town there's not really any encounters throughout the day.
Yeah, I missed
and,
the throughout the day part.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to make a survival check to see if you can find a place to sleep for the night,
okay,
go ahead.
Okay.
I
Can
will
do.
do exactly that.
I
Okay.
entirely
25.
missed the day.
Holy shit. You find a nice shallow cave.
And a 21.
Which is good.
Sounds like
Which-
home.
Yep. You guys find a nice shallow cave. It's pretty much perfect to be able to make a fire
Mhm.
at the edge of, which is good because it starts raining about halfway through the night.
Yeah.
Petition to
I-
let this, and this is in character. Petition to let V pick all of our campsites from now on.
I have no objection.
While
He's
they're
done
setting
pretty
up
good
in the
so far.
while they're setting up in the cave, I'm gonna get some, like, tinder and stuff to use for the fire.
Okay. Make
Just so I'm
me,
helpful.
yeah. Make me an investigation check to see how good you are at that.
Oh, jeez.
16 plus.
How good are you at picking up sticks?
5. 21. Investigation.
All right, so you are able to get some good bits of dry grass and leaves, and you find a nice big log
Mhm.
that's dried out and able to be pulled apart to bring back for wood throughout the night.
You sure about that? Julius is not very strong.
Yes, it's kind of rotted.
I've got. I can move it without having to pick it up. I'm good.
Can once we find the cave, I think V would also like spend some time to try just spend some time to try to like see if they can collect any actual food.
Okay.
Animals, berries, fruits, whatever they can find, just to see if they can actually find some food.
All right. So that I don't have to make you roll another survival check, I'm gonna let the other one ride.
Nice.
So, yeah, you could probably find enough for everybody. Like, we'll say you found like 2 or 3 rabbits and some good edible berries.
Perfect.
And once I'm back with the wood, I'll start the fire and get that rolling.
All right.
So, important question, squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do we want to handle nighttime? Do we want to do, like, shifts for watches? Do we want to just wing it and sleep? What do we want to do?
Is this in character?
Yes, this is in character.
I
Sorry, I don't have a character
all
voice.
4 of us going to sleep at the same time would be dumb.
Probably.
Even with the fire.
I can take either first or last watch.
I think we should do them in sets of 2. To 2
I'll
watches.
take first. I'll take first watch.
So we want Oma and V on first.
However,
Who's on first?
I mean, if there's 2 watches though, that's gonna be like 4 hours of staying awake the whole time.
The watch also counts into it as long as you're not doing strenuous activity. I'm pretty sure for long rests.
I know, but you characters still need a certain amount of sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. I
think
figured
that's-
that like the watching also counted into that long rest as long as you were.
It does count as a long rest, but long rest is not always akin to sleep.
Yeah, you can't stay up for multiple nights on end with 4 hours of sleep. You'll
Unless you're
pass
an elf.
out eventually.
Unless you're an elf.
feel
Like
attack
you could literally have a whole long rest where you're just kind of like sitting still the whole time, right, for the whole 8 hours. But like that again, that's not akin to sleep. So like,
I mean, if we're going through just pure night, it could be anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. So I don't know.
And I honestly take any of the shifts because with my dark vision, I won't need fire to see.
I mean, if we want to do 4, we can do 4. That's fine.
we could even do like 3.
Yeah.
If someone
probably
we
do
want
3.
to let someone sleep through the whole night. But
If we
I'll
keep
take
it-
the first ship.
If we keep it consistent that way, in the event that something might happen, it would give. We can have one of the spellcasters, us, take the night off on occasion. That way, in the event that something happens, we need the extra sleep. Get rid of some,
Right.
little extra exhaustion. That way we're good. We could do 3
I'll
then.
take the shift
Who
after
gets the
V.
first full night?
I'll take third watch then if we want to do V, Oma, and me, and then you can get a little extra sleep tonight, Julius.
Okay, works for me.
Cool. We did something as a group.
Great.
I'm glad I didn't have to bring that up.
Julius will post up on one of the walls, not actually laying down.
He sleeps like a Saiyan.
No, not
I think-
like sitting against a wall, but like
Back against a wall, kind of chilling out by
Yeah.
there.
I think for V's watch, I would say like they'd probably like just kind of sit on the ground at the like front of the cave, just kind of like back to the rest of the group, just watching outwards. And once they're like pretty certain that everyone's asleep, they do like produce flame just to have like a little bit of like in front of them, just to have a little bit of light to see.
Mhm. Okay.
But they are probably mostly using like sense of sound instead of sight, since they can't see in the dark.
Yeah. But you have other senses that you can use.
Mhm.
So first part of the watch goes by without any incident. The only thing that really happens during your watch is you when you glance up, you can see clouds starting to cover up the sky, and you can I'm sure everybody knows what it feels like just before rain. You know how you can taste or smell it in the air. That's what it feels like, especially with V being so in tune with nature. You would know that it's gonna rain at some point.
Mhm.
And so you go and wake up
Oma was next.
Alma and head to bed.
Is it raining by the time I go to bed?
Not yet.
I would probably just say, Oma, it's gonna rain soon.
Okay.
And then just turn my back and go and find some place to sleep.
Is it weird that when I imagine Alma, I don't imagine his character? I imagine his head on fire like Hades.
Yeah.
A little bit. Don't go in the rain.
Oh, my hair on fire.
All right.
if his hair goes out, he dies.
He's not a Charmander. Anyway.
Oh my god, I'd love to see that. Charmander Oma.
You better not make me angry. Anyway,
You know we have people in chat who can do it.
it's fine. Anyway, so
So I will go over to basic almost at the entrance and just find a spot to sit while watching.
all right. Why did I roll the same number twice in a row?
You tell me.
Okay, so
Right.
over the course of the night, it's the fire dies down a little bit. You put some wood onto it. Nothing in the immediate area seems to catch your attention. About 2 hours into your shift, it starts heavily downpouring,
Okay.
and it continues throughout the rest of your shift.
Okay. Well, when I notice that there's nothing really out there, I'm gonna pull out one of my pads of papers and start to write a letter before I wake
Okay.
up Owen for her shift.
Okay. You're able to finish your. Yes, I just rolled for it. You're able to finish your letter in the time that you have.
Okay. Then I will go over and gently shake Owen awake.
Yeah, wake up, no problem. I'm not an angry person when woken. Don't worry.
Unlike Albie.
I won't stab you. +1 dagger is for fiends, not friends.
So once you're awake enough, it's gonna be hard to see stuff outside because of the heavy downpour.
Of course. Great time to be human, huh? Get some sleep. I'll take care of it.
All right. Night.
Deal.
Night.
And then Oma will basically go back to his spot and lay back in his sleeping bag.
DM, I didn't get to say this earlier. Before she lays down for bed, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Valid. Okay.
That way it lasts for the 8 hours in the event that something happens, and I'm gonna keep that consistent every night unless I don't have spell slots. In which case, I'll let you know.
Gotcha. 1 sec. I need a posture check. Everybody sit up.
Uh-oh.
You're not
If
my
I
mom.
sit up, I might break my chair again.
I'm already fine.
I don't think we want me to sit up again.
As we hear Owen scream, "Ah!"
Last time I sat up, everything collapsed. I'll be honest, I tried to be as quiet as possible after that happened. The first thing I did was mute everything before crying.
Aww.
Okay, yeah, so I'll cast Mage Armor on myself before I get my, before my spell slots go to waste, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So you post up near the entrance, and it takes another 3 hours or so. But like just before your shift ends, the rain breaks and it stops and everything's quiet in the forest.
That's convenient.
You're starting to hear birds announcing the morning.
Okay.
And for reference, night is never truly completely dark because there is 2 suns in the sky. So like it still affects humans to where you don't have much visibility, but like it's never truly like dark.
The
Does that
moon
make
is still
sense?
bright enough to.
Yeah,
The moons are still bright enough to give up light.
Yeah, so it's more like the moon is always full rather than having like moon phases.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make that a thing so that we could
Canon.
keep it in reference.
It's canon.
It's canon now that
Canon
the moon
now.
is always full because there's 2 suns in the sky.
Right.
Werewolves everywhere. No.
Oh my god.
The
Everyone's a
vampires are
werewolf.
always. Everyone's a werewolf. That's why they have magic. No,
Everyone's
that's
a
not true.
werewolf and a dragon.
Werewolves are real. It's possible. Could be attacked at any given time. It's always a full moon.
Anyways.
Anyway, so yeah, aside from the rain breaking and you hearing birds, nothing happens that first night.
As soon as whoever seems to start waking up, I will begin to wake up everyone else for the morning and get some sort of breakfast situation happening.
V probably wakes up pretty early. Or, like, pretty easily, I meant to say. Not,
Yeah.
but...
Just give you a little poke and be like, V, wake up.
You poke V, and their eyes just, like, shoot open. They just kind of...
Day glow in the dark.
Good morning.
With that, I think I like stand up, and I walk to the entrance of the cave. Is it still raining?
It breaks just
No,
before.
yeah, it broke just before Owen's shift ended. So everything is still very wet, and the trees are still like dripping water from the tops, but it's not actively raining anymore.
I think just kind of like looking outside, I'll use Druidcraft, because one of the effects is you create a tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on. So just V's basically trying to check, are we going to hit more rain today?
What's the weather orb say?
Oh, weather orb.
The weather orb says it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 65. No.
I mean, I'm sure
Let's say
if
you
you
want
want
the weather.
to, if you want to give me like, just say what the weather's going to be like. I'm sure like V knows how to interpret it all by now.
Yeah, it's going to be mostly cloudy all day.
Okay. And like at night, is there going to be any rain, or is it just cloudy, partly cloudy, like the whole time?
No,
For the next 24 hours.
It's going to be mostly cloudy.
Okay.
No more rain.
Okay.
At least for now.
He just kind of like almost like grabs the effect to like make it fade, as if
Okay.
and then just says, "I'll be back," and V's gonna go like looking for food again.
Okay.
After I get up, I'll check the fire again. If it's still going, I'll toss another piece of wood in. If it's not, I'm not gonna worry about it.
It's kind of dying down, but still active enough. It's like it's still going. You guys have a nice bed of half burned charcoal, for lack of a better word.
Do you want me to roll a survival check to find food?
Yeah, I was gonna come back to that. Since it's a new day, you can go ahead and roll a survival check.
Big dice. Not as good. 14 total. It's an 8
14?
plus 6.
I'm gonna say you don't catch any like big meat animals.
Mm-hmm.
But you do find like a patch of raspberries.
Okay. I'll collect as many of those as I can and bring them back.
Okay.
Probably animals not wanting to be like out in the, since it just finished raining, animals are not really active at the moment.
Yeah, it's also just after dawn, and like either they're waking up or going to bed. So is Alma doing anything? How did Alma wake up?
Not too bad. Once he wakes up, he'll make sure all his stuff's still packed up And he'll pull out a ration he had and snack at.
All right.
Owen will, in the morning, go about her normal morning routine, pull out her spell book, and just kind of do a little bit of study, maybe take some notes, write some stuff in it, and prepare herself for the day.
Yo, spell memorization.
Yeah.
All right. You guys get breakfast taken care of. You're not too far from the road, so you're able to find it pretty easily again. And you head back out after making sure that your campfire's done.
Right.
No forest fires.
No forest fires.
I think, let me just check something. Yeah, so V would, like, when we're, like, V would probably, like, quickly just, like, Druidcraft again, because another effect is you instantly light or snuff a candle, a torch, or a small
fire.
campfire. So, just puts out the campfire, just like that.
It's like the druid version of prestidigitation.
Basically.
It is.
Basically what it is.
Yeah. All right. So you guys head back out onto the road. It's muddy now, but other than that, it's not too hard to get through because it's a well-traveled path between these two cities. The only thing that of note that happens that day is you guys pass by a couple of men pulling a cart behind them.
Couple of men.
Yeah, just two dudes wearing like coveralls and boots and
If it's a narrow road, I'll move out of the way to let them pass.
I'd say the road's like probably and big enough for two carts to pass by each other.
Okay. Then
We'll just
I
make
think
sure we
V.
don't get in there.
Yeah, I think V would do like as V sees them coming, V would move like into the forest, like giving them a wide berth, while still like keeping up with the rest of the group.
I will give them a friendly wave and nod.
All right.
Oh,
They
I
would-
also want to clarify that right now V does not have their like light blue robe on. It would be like kind of just like folded up into their bag.
Okay.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
A little bit of flavor. A little
Yeah.
bit of spice.
Yeah. So they nod back at you guys, but they keep watch at Oma. And you guys pass by without incident. And just more walking for the rest of the day.
Do I clock their attention on Oma? Can I make a roll for that or something?
Make a perception check.
Boop, boop, boop. Perception. Boom. 11.
I mean, you notice that their eyes kind of linger longer, but you can't really get
I can
like
tell that they're not looking at me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I will keep that on note.
Yep. So you guys head back in, or go ahead.
Yeah, just once they're like kind of like far enough away, V would come back and like rejoin the group.
All right. All right. Once they're past, you guys continue, until it becomes dark again. I'm gonna say for why am I blanking out on this word? Time's sake.
Time. The word is time, LB.
No, I think it was expediency that I was trying to think of, but my brain blanked out for
Fair
the
enough.
third time this stream. And I'm gonna say you find a decent place, not as nice as the cave, but like you're able to find a nice clearing that seems to have dried out since the rain.
Okay.
If you want to, you can set up watches. I am going to let you know in advance that there's not really much that happens at night along the road. So
I would probably say that V would keep like taking the first watch.
Oma would usually
Julius
take
will
second.
I guess Julius takes Owen's watch today.
Yeah, Owen and Julius can swap out if the others don't want to. Owen
Okay.
is smart enough to appreciate any sleep.
What? I get to sleep on the nice cold hard ground? Yes.
You know what is better than doing? Not sleeping on the cold, hard ground.
Sleeping on stone. No. So yeah, you guys are able to travel without much incident for a couple days. On the fourth day,
Joke's on you, I have a bedroll.
yeah, I'm not trying to speed up travel. I don't want to do every day, basically. That way, because it's so long between cities, I don't want to be like, yes, you have to. This is a 2-month-long journey. You have to. You have to roll every single day to see if something happens. I don't want to do that. So, we're gonna say nothing else happens until day 4. Okay.
Dragons attack.
Okay.
Suddenly bears. Anyway, no, you guys are starting to settle near the road, and you see someone approaching from the direction that you are headed. If you
Why
guys,
on Earth?
How are they?
no.
approaching?
You guys are settling down for the night.
Oh,
already.
we're settling down for the night.
Yeah, so it's like around dusk.
So I'm probably collecting firewood again.
I'd be helping.
So,
Yeah, how are
so
they?
whoever
approaching?
wants, just walking along the road. So whoever wants to can make a perception check.
I'll make a perception check.
I'm busy.
Natural
doing
20,
things.
22.
Yo.
Can I beat it is the question.
Probably.
Natural
Always.
2024.
What the
Dear God.
guys?
This isn't
Gee,
a
what do you
competition,
human
Shadow.
eyes see?
Hey, listen, V has lived in the forest their literal whole life. I think they're used to like having to notice things. So
mean,
it's
that way.
only
What do the human's eyes see?
I don't know, you tell me.
Everything. I was
The multiverse.
the multiverse. You get the feeling that you're not
I
truly
can
in the
see
place
into
that
your
you are.
soul.
No, so what you see is a short well, he's not short. The guy himself is very tall. His hair is brown and shortly cropped against his head. It's an elven man. approaching in full plate armor. He's carrying a shield with a sword emblazoned on the shield.
Do I recognize it? Do I recognize the...
Make a religion check.
Do I know
Great.
he's about
While
18?
Owen's doing that, V's like brows furrow and they produce flame and just kind of hold out their arm towards the guy, just like as a threat. Like, don't come any closer.
The Oma maneuver.
Me, let's be friendly. V, fire.
V does not like people.
And for good reason, I'm sure.
All right, we're gonna take care of Owen first, and then V.
Do I have to make an intimidation check?
In a second.
Okay.
What did Owen get on
18.
her 18? Okay. Ooh, you got a lot. Okay.
Oh man.
So you've definitely seen the symbol on his shield before.
Mhm.
It is worn by worshippers of a god called Tu, like Teu. Okay.
Okay.
And this god is worship because his followers believe that he brings them victory in battle through their faith.
Okay.
So you also get the story that comes along with that. So you've probably read it at home at some point, because there's quite a few of them from in the area that you're from. So the church believes that their god too was a mortal man who was bestowed with divine power through his victories in some war that happened between gods and men. The gods wanted his power on their side and they changed him into a god themselves, but he was loyal to his men and stayed by their side and won their freedom. At least that's what the people of this church believe.
Okay.
You also know that supposedly this god has colorless hair and his worshippers deify anyone with white and silver hair.
Hey. That's great. Okay.
Great. So I'm threatening this guy with fire.
Yep. So roll an intimidation check.
Physical dice, don't let me down. Should I use a giant or a tiny dice?
Giant.
I think you just rolled your natural 20 with the giant dice, so use your tiny dice.
Well, I rolled the natural 20 on roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tiny dice it is, though.
Tiny dice.
16 plus 1, 17.
All right, let me roll his insight. 16. Oh, all right. So he definitely stops. But he kind of brings his hands up in the air and goes, "Hail and well met, friend. I am not a threat."
I don't budge.
I'm gonna subtly go and just kind of like act like I've been doing things and just trying to stay around or behind Oma.
Okay.
I'll kind of scowl a bit and I'll just be like, just kind of mutter, leave.
And then hide. Sorry.
I'm not hiding.
I am.
Coming back into the camp, I guess, with the firewood. Howdy. How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Doing okay.
Leave.
He's still standing. I'm assuming you're in the road, right?
Are we in the road? I thought we were
I thought
settling
on the
down.
side. I think we were.
Yeah,
we
you're on
were
the
settling
side,
down.
and he's on the road. Trying to get placement here.
V, V.
I thought he was walking
down.
towards us, though.
I
He
thought
was walking
I
down
thought,
our-
yeah, I
I
thought
think
we
it's
were
our
on the side of the
general
road
direction.
settling down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
thought he
made.
saw. Did he not see us and start walking towards us?
No, he was walking down the road. You guys saw him down the road. And he definitely saw you, and you saw him.
And then you pulled out fire.
Yeah.
And now he's got his hands up, like, "Hey, don't shoot."
Yeah. Pretty much. And he stopped.
V, V, put it away. We're fine.
I kind of just glance. I give Julius a glance. And then what I'll do is I'll extinguish the fire, but then my hand goes onto the hilt of the scimitar.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
V, can you find us some food, please? We don't need to start a fight. Not yet.
I'll just I'll back up slowly. I will back up slowly at this point, and then turn around and start walking into the woods to try to find food.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So now that I've seen him,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do my religion check.
Okay.
The 24.
You know everything that I told Owen.
Sorry about that. They aren't used to people. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, just heading on back home to Ashton.
Do I know where how far that is? Have I heard
It
of
is-
this town?
It is a very long way away. So Ashton is mostly a trading town up in the north on the east side of the mountains. It's a fairly well-known city because it's pretty much like the central hub of trade throughout the continent. Or at least ship-wise. Like, between airships and regular ships, that's pretty much where the main hub of everything is.
Oh, it would seem you have quite the ways to go.
Ah, yes. I had to go to Riverwood to do some business, but I'm on my way back now.
That's where we're headed. Any news? Anything interesting in town?
I mean, it's business as usual as far as I'm aware. I wasn't there long. I was pretty much just delivering coin from the parish over to my brothers and sisters.
Oh, that's good. The roads have been fairly empty. Heading out, we came from, mind. What is the name of the town we just left?
Stoneline.
We just left Stoneline a few days ago. Roads have been fairly clear, so good traveling.
I'll keep that in mind. You have safe travels.
You too, sir. You have a good one. And I'll go to start lighting the campfire.
All right, he's gonna slowly put his hands down. He'll take a glance back where he saw Owen go back towards Oma before heading back down the road. And if you want to make a perception check to see if he looked at you, Owen, you can.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a 21. Wow, I'm doing good with perception tonight. Knock on wood.
Yo. Yeah, you definitely noticed that he noticed you.
Okay. That's
You also know that he's not heading in the direction of your hometown.
Okay, good.
just so you know, Albie,
Mhm.
V is not currently looking for food. V is like V is in the forest, trailing this guy slightly just to make sure that he does not turn around.
Oh, I figured that actually. Hold on.
I don't mind you doing that. Just out of sight.
V is trying.
I don't want to
I
start a
will
fight.
say.
We don't
I
need
will
to.
say. I will say. I am like trying to not be noticed.
Yeah. If you want to make a stealth check.
Yeah. I'm good at those.
Yo.
We'll use this cool dice. Well, that's an 8 plus 5, so 13. Not bad.
All right. You can't really tell if he notices you or not. But you follow him for a good 10 minutes. He doesn't seem to be turning back around.
I probably wouldn't do 10 minutes. I probably would do
5 minutes.
5 max.
All right,
know,
then
just to
5
make-
minutes.
Just at least until I know he's like out of view from like our camp for the night.
Gotcha. All right, so 5 minutes or so. You follow him down the road, keep into the shadows. You're certain that you're well hidden. He just continues on down the road.
Mm-hmm. And then once I feel confident that he's like past for the time being, I'll turn around and head back.
All right.
Once it's safe. Obviously, now that he's not there anymore, I'm not gonna hide it behind Oma.
And then I'll look for food. So let me roll for that.
Yep.
5 plus 6, 11. Decent, but not great.
Right. Let's see. You find some potatoes.
Ooh.
Just wild potatoes.
Good find.
I'll look to Owen. Hiding there was probably the best. And I'm really glad V didn't start a fight.
Yeah. Me too.
Why exactly are you hiding?
Her hair.
If you don't mind me asking.
My hair.
Her hair. Religious zealots.
Oh.
I probably could have done a better job to hide myself.
I mean,
Okay.
as funny as her having a new servant would be.
Eh. Not sure if I want to deal with that.
Good news though.
He definitely saw me. And made note of me, but that's good for now, at least.
Good news though. Everything, at least nothing major seems to be wrong in Riverwood. So.
For now, hopefully everything will stay nice and smooth, and then our trip through will be smooth and easy and no problems.
And you just had to jinx
I did jinx it, didn't I? Maybe I should just keep my mouth
just
shut.
had to.
Well, as long as we don't get any unnecessary fights on the way, I think we'll be fine. But,
Yeah.
Um,
And that goes from either our end or the other people's ends. Hopefully we don't have any fights.
who's sleeping tonight? You or V? Oma?
Let V have it. You guys are the casters. I'm just muscle.
Okay. I'll take first watch then.
Take second again.
Well, V's not back yet.
No, V's
So-
not back yet. We're just deciding this
You're-
without V.
you're-
We're deciding this for you.
Great. I get back and I protest. I'm taking first watch.
I notion to Oma to deal with it.
I'm taking first watch.
V, go to bed.
No,
We have this.
no,
V,
no.
go get sleep. You need it more than I do.
No.
I don't think Oma. I don't think V is going to relent on this.
Yeah, she can be stubborn.
Why don't
I'll
you
take first watch.
Yeah, V. Why don't you
Fine,
take first watch?
fine.
Oma, you sleep tonight.
All right.
We will
I'll take second then.
attempt a round 2 of this conversation later.
Alma will go grab his sleeping bag and go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
So V first watch, and then
Julius, then you.
okay, I'll take last.
All right. All right.
Just a little note, DM.
Yes.
I do my usual mage armor, but I also am going to sleep with my hood up tonight.
Okay. I love making players paranoid.
Yeah.
Oh no! Why would you do that? I wonder.
I wonder. Okay. So first watch goes pretty smoothly. There's not really even a sound in the woods around you. It's not unnaturally quiet, just like not much in the area.
Nothing gets close.
Yeah, nothing gets close, mostly due to the fire and the fact that there's still a person awake. I'm the rest of the night is pretty standard. Like overall, you guys get the feeling that like being this close to the road is a good thing, and that animals have learned over the years to steer clear of the road unless they had to cross it.
Evolution.
You're
I mean-
the leading cause of accidents.
I mean,
Deer.
based off real life statistics, I doubt that's true. That the animals would learn to stay away from the roads.
Keep
But
your real world things out of our fantasy.
Maybe there's a ton of traps everywhere. You don't know.
Statistics
Oh,
mean
yeah.
nothing in D&D.
yeah, Owen
No,
goes to lay down to go to sleep, and a bear trap snaps on them.
Hey, I'm the DM. I decide when the bear trap goes off.
Okay. Usually it's a
suspicious about
pressure.
it.
Usually it's going to be a pressure thing, but you know what? You do you.
It's timed in this world.
Yeah.
It's
If you stay on the bear trap for at least 5 hours, then it goes off.
The bear traps are remotely detonated.
Oh god, somebody's behind it.
or it depends on how big your ego is.
Oh jeez. Well then, looks like I'm safe.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Oh god.
Anyway, you guys are able to get a good night's sleep. The weather orb says that it's going to be sunny the next day.
Weather orb. I didn't mean to make it a thing.
I like that though. Just like weather check.
Yeah, V would constantly do that like every day just to make
I mean,
sure.
it's nice to know what we
Yeah.
look forward to in the day.
Yeah. So weather's gonna be nice. With that, I think we should take a break for a minute, like for our break time.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we can go to break now.
Break.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes.
We will be back.
Yes.
Yes.
And hopefully I won't be yelled at this time.
It'll
You don't wait
depend.
until exactly the last second to show back up. You know.
4 seconds, actually.
That doesn't make it better.
All right, chat. Go get some drinks, go get snacks, go get a
Hydrate.
friend, hydrate, stretch, do all your things. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We'll be
Yes,
back in
yell
10
at
minutes.
Nico.
Don't yell at Nico. And
thanks.
we will see you then. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back. And we're back. We're back, everybody.
We're back.
No, we're not yelling at Nico. It's okay, Bex.
I can yell at Nico if you want me to, Bex.
No, it wasn't me this time. I was back at like 5 minutes. Yell at
Yes,
Sin.
Nico's good.
I can find something to yell at Nico about.
I'll yell at Sin.
I had like 45 seconds left.
Yeah, so did I.
No, you
No.
had 4.
We literally talked about this earlier.
I had 10 times as much time as you had left.
Oh my god.
Anyway, guys,
Our mods
We're
just want to
back.
yell at me.
we're back.
We're back.
Mods, don't yell at Nico. I can't see what you're saying, but don't yell at Nico.
Bex
Nico's
always
good.
wants to yell at me.
No.
Alright.
Anyways, let's get back into the adventure.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons and
Sage.
being paranoid at night. Yo.
I'm quitting if I don't see Dungeons or Dragons. I'm
Dragons
joking.
and dragons.
No Dungeons,
How
only
about-
Dragons.
How about-
Dungeons or dragons?
How about Scooby-Doo Mysteries?
You know what? I'll accept
does-
that, yeah.
There are no dungeons or dragons in that. Next.
Maybe you're just picky.
We're just gonna pull the mask off the dragon. What, old man Higglesworth?
Thank you, Alfie.
That's the name of a BBE.
Oh my god.
We haven't
I-
met them yet.
I wouldn't take it seriously, I'm just saying.
No.
Now
Neither would
Albie's
Owen.
actually going to introduce an NPC named Higglesworth that will just be suspicious of the whole time for no reason.
It better be the cutest rabbit folk ever, or I'm leaving.
It's gonna be a hairless
Alright.
cat. Anyway.
Now is not the time for
Or an
discussion.
owlin.
Anyway,
Now it's
anyway. All right. So you guys wake up the next morning. Nobody disturbed you during the night. So over you're what, 4 or 5 days into the journey?
Yeah. So we should be on the 5th day now.
Yeah. This day and the next are uneventful. You set up your watches. Nighttime seems to go by pretty quickly. If you guys want to have any character discussions during this time, you can go ahead and do it.
I will note that Owen looks like she has quite a few thoughts and quite a few things that she wants to say. She's choosing not to. Yeah, for now. And it doesn't take a particularly bright person to notice that she wants to say something, but is actively choosing not to.
If anyone wants to roll insight, you can.
Yeah.
To who?
Everyone. Anyone.
Well, let's see. How perceptive is frickin' Oma today?
I'll be
Yeah,
honest, I
and-
thought you said brick, but okay.
Brick is
Okay.
my tiefling.
19.
All right, so you notice that Owen wants to say something but isn't.
You alright, Owen?
Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You look like you want to say something. What's up?
Just some observations. I'm not sure if I've fully thought things through well enough yet. I promise I'll get back to you.
V looks like they don't care to have a conversation with anyone right now.
It's the main reason I haven't gone to Vino.
I don't
Alright.
know. If someone tried talking to V, they might talk back, but they're not eager to like start a conversation with anyone.
Yeah.
You know. And we continue on.
We continue on, yeah.
Okay, you continue on. So on the dawn, you continue on, and you continue on, and after like 7 or 8 days, on the horizon, you can see the outline of something on the horizon.
Is it a city?
You're just starting to step out of the forest, and like the trees are getting thinner as you get closer to this object. And then you leave the forest and you start walking down a path with farmland on either side. And as you get closer, the object is definitely a wall around a large city.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's about as you get closer, you can tell it's about roughly 10 to 15 feet high.
This is a big looking cave.
Well, it's not actually a cave.
Huh?
No, this is what walled cities look like.
Yep.
Mm,
Oh boy, this'll be fun.
It's just a form of protection. Don't worry, V.
crinkles their nose up.
Not expecting
It just
that.
doesn't say anything else.
You're gonna be doing a lot more than that.
Yeah. So it takes about half a day to get the rest of the, and well, not maybe half a day, maybe like 3 more hours to get to the entrance to the city. And you're stopped by the guards at the entrance. And
What time is it?
I'd say roughly noon, 1 o'clock, roughly.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
You're stopped by the guards,
Mhm.
and they say, identification, please.
Do I have one, correct?
Yeah.
I'll show mine.
All right.
Do
They
I?
nod and let you through. I think the only person who wouldn't have ID is V.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a normal occurrence that was aware of.
Being identified at a walled city, probably.
Okay.
Now-
Okay. Well, no, I mean like having an ID. Is
Yeah.
that a concept that? Okay.
Usually yes.
Okay, then.
Unless you're involved in shady shit.
Oh, okay then. All right, I'll pull up my.
DM, just so I'm aware,
Mm-hmm.
how much would I dread having to offer ID?
I would
It's your
say
decision.
My situation.
character choice. I can't tell you how to feel. I don't know how Owen would feel about having to show somebody her ID.
Okay.
But you would also probably just know that a lot of cities, especially ones with walls, do ID people coming in and out.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they know who is coming in and out of their city.
Okay, I will show it. but I won't show any. I'll try not to show any like discomfort in it.
Okay. So Owen and Oma, sorry, your guys' names are very similar.
You're
Owen
welcome.
and Oma get the okay, and the guard looks at V and asks for your identification.
I'm gonna go back to the guard.
I kind of just look at them for a second and then just say, I'm V.
As this starts, I'm gonna go over to the guard. This one's a little bit special. Do you mind overlooking them, and I'll hand him a pouch with a couple gold in it.
He looks at his partner. Hang on. And looks both directions and pockets the gold and waves his halberd and says, "Go before somebody sees you."
Let's go, V.
Okay, I'll just walk in.
Once we're a bit away,
we'll need to get
like,
that fixed.
Yeah, we need to get that fixed as soon as possible.
Yeah.
What fixed?
You'll need identification to get through most cities that are walled and things like that. Kind of like ours, and I, kind of not haphazardly, just kind of like vaguely flash mine in V's direction.
And
Go ahead. I was gonna say, and the as Owen shows V the picture, it's basically like a really nicely drawn portrait with written stuff and a specific seal, wax seal on it to prove that it's the right.
That's
the
legit.
right. Yeah, that it's legitimate. Forgeable, but not easily.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as we walk to the gate, and I will say, well, V, welcome to Riverwood.
There is people everywhere.
I hate it.
There's people everywhere. I immediately hate it.
Oma gives V, puts out an arm, just if V wants to grab a hold. So
What are you doing?
Try and feel reassured.
First things first, we should probably get something to eat.
V is not really touchy-feely type.
Okay. So this
Oma was
This-
just trying to help.
this city has between 5,000 and 7,000 people in it.
Oof.
It's rather busy because it's at it's like a port on a river.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of buildings inside the city, and the buildings are mostly like white stone that kind of looks like brick, right? And wooden shingles on the roofs. I have a map if I can find it real quick. It is one
I think
that
well,
Now, are
I was
the
looking that up.
are the buildings are probably much bigger here than they were in the other town, right?
Oh yeah. So like the normal housing is probably 1.5 to 2 times bigger. The shops are bigger, and they're as you start to head into the city center, there is a huge park where it's just like a couple trees and some grass, but it's not a forest, right?
V is
And-
not having a good time.
I'm having a bad day.
And right next to that building, or right next to that park, is a giant building that says, and it's made of like white marble. And it says Riverwood College on it. If I could find the stupid map, give me a second.
While you find that map, would we?
Yes.
I would know where and how to get an identification for V, right?
Usually, whatever town they're born in provides one. You could probably ask around and find like the DMV here. I guess.
Oh no!
It's definitely not called a DMV.
No.
Would it be like a town? Like, obviously, this is out of character, but like, would it be like a like a town center or like a government building of some kind?
Yeah, it would be closer to like the sheriff's office. That would probably be the best place to find identification.
Welcome to Story Mode TV. Next session, we stand in line in the DMV for 4 hours.
Making small talk.
Mm-hmm.
V does not have to worry about that. V doesn't want to talk.
All right, so I'm gonna put this in the media channel.
Ooh, for our eyes only.
For our eyes only.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to rotate this map because that is not the direction that I use. Hold on. Open. This one. Holy crud.
Oh goodness, everything is happening.
Everything is happening. I hate it. Rotate. 180 degrees. That is not the direction I wanted. It doesn't help that the map is so big that I can't see all of it in paint.
In paint.
I'm using paint, okay?
I
there
love
we
it.
Go. It's better than waiting for Photoshop to open.
Okay, absolutely valid. Understandable.
All right. Let me double check.
This pizza's really good.
All right. Ignore the names of these districts because that does not.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is not
it's this thing.
accurate. That is not accurate.
Gotcha.
So yes, a lot of people just kind of wandering about, selling stuff. It's loud. V hates it.
Yeah, I am miserable.
Still
I'm having a
sideways.
terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Did we come in 1, 4, or 5?
You came in 4.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Across the
I
river.
figured. Since we came
Yes.
from, I figured since we were heading
Yeah, that's
west.
why I had to rotate it because that comes in from the north according to this, but I'm like, no.
Yeah, nah.
I wondered exactly why it was.
Yeah, same.
Anyways,
I didn't like the orientation of the map, so I said, bruh. So yeah, you can definitely tell like the main roads, and the main roads cut the city into like 3 kind of districts.
Mhm.
And like and not all of the buildings are just that white stone. It's mostly white, but there's some like there's some that are regular stone and there's some that are wood and just random different building materials, but the overall is mostly the white stone.
Okay. Noted. In my brain, I'm not a note taker, but yeah.
That's because you have the VOD to remind you.
That's because I have ADHD and dyslexia.
hey, I'm the only one with canon access to the VODs.
I don't know when this was decided, but okay.
So the park I was describing is at section 2 on the map.
Yeah, I figured.
And the big giant building is the college. Those are the main landmarks. The college is bigger than, it's taller than most of the buildings. So it would be like 4 or 5 stories tall as compared to like the 1 or 2 stories of the houses and shops in the rest of the area.
Okay.
So it's very big.
Very big.
It's very big. Don't fall off the top of it.
So I think Julius is right. The first thing we need to do is kind of get some food.
We can get food and then get our bearings. Figure out what we want to do while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say make general investigation checks. If somebody wants to lead that.
Me? No.
I don't.
Wait, what's my investigation? I've got a +2.
You said an investigation. I guess I can.
Sorry, 13.
22.
Yep.
You don't want me taking lead.
I
That's a
only have
natural
I have a
one.
+3.
You don't
I'm
want me
plus-
taking lead because that's a natural one.
Oh my god, no. All right, so overall, we'll say as a group thing, you find the name of a couple restaurants and inns that serve food. There is the Oxen Feed. There's the Radiant Glow, and there's Trail and Biscuit, and Salmon Spawn. Those are all different taverns and inns that serve food throughout the day rather than just at a specific time.
I'll kind of look at the rest of the party and be like, I think Salmon Spawn is the funnier name.
Agreed.
Apparently, we're all getting interrupted by family today.
So, Salmon Spawn then?
It's fine with me.
Yeah, same.
Let's go there then. Unless
All right.
V has any, complaints.
I know nothing.
That's what I figured. It has a funny name.
All right.
That's why we're going to eat there.
Cool.
So you ask around a little bit and based on your previous rolls, and you find the Salmon Spawn is located closer to where you came in, closer to near the river, and it's in the merchant district. And you head in, and it is the only of one of the choices that you had that is also an inn. So you go in and you're greeted by the proprietor. Where is the proprietor of the place that you walked into? Hang on.
I'll be
Albie's
stalling
tired.
tired. I would
No,
prefer
Albie's
that he
tired.
be inside the building.
Huh?
I would prefer he be inside the building. That's where he is.
He is inside the building.
Okay.
Inside the building that you walked into. It's fairly well lit right now because it's daytime. He greets you like the person greets you at the door like a host, and then you can seat yourselves.
I want to find a table that's a little bit further away from other people so that he doesn't have to be as close to other people.
Okay.
Whatever causes us the least problems. I agree.
Yes.
All right. The van stays by the door, and a girl with a little notepad comes out, and approaches your table. Hi, I'm Cestral. How can I help you guys?
Food and drink, I think.
Yeah.
The easiest.
Anything in particular? I don't know why my customer service voice fucking goes southern. I don't know.
I just assumed it was the character.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know it was your customer service voice.
This is my customer service voice. Anyway,
I'll take a tea if you have any.
I'm sorry, a what?
A tea?
Okay. She writes something down on her pad.
Presumably tea. Just give me a special. I don't care what I get. And a tea for me too.
All right.
Special and a water. Thanks.
And she looks at V.
Kind of.
How much of a dagger glare are you giving her?
Well, see,
V's nose is definitely scrunched up. Though I don't know if there's a dagger glare anymore. But also V is very silent at the moment. V just doesn't say anything. That's what happens. V does not say anything in response.
Something that they can eat with their hands.
Gotcha.
Like a kid's menu. Maybe some chicken tenders.
This is really the Babysitter's Club, huh?
Here we go.
All right, I will be right back with that. And she heads off into the back, yelling at the chef that she needs 2 leaf waters, 2 waters, 3 specials, and some chicken nuggies.
I didn't know this world had chicken nuggies. Let's go.
Why did I order chicken nuggies? Now I'm jealous. I want chicken nuggets.
Okay, do you want chicken nuggies or does Owen want chicken nuggies?
I want chicken nuggies. I don't think Owen cares what she eats.
Well, then you're going to have to suffer with your special.
I hope it's chicken nuggies.
It's not.
It's not
Otherwise.
chicken nuggies.
Hey, you know how this place is named after salmon? It's probably salmon.
It's probably salmon.
We heard you like your salmon, so here's some more salmon on your salmon.
We
It's
get
enough
salmon
salmon.
nuggies, that's what we get.
It's enough salmon.
You get fish sticks.
The chicken nuggies are just fish sticks. I no longer want the chicken nuggies.
No.
Seems like something
the
Albie
special
would
is
do.
fish sticks. The special's
God.
fish sticks.
I'm crying right now.
Good. Oh my goodness. Joke's on us. Everything is made out of salmon. There's no chicken.
Anyways.
Oh man.
Listening to Albie die.
Slowly. It'll
But
take
surely.
a while. My God. All right. So it takes a little bit, but she brings out your drinks first. 2 waters and 2 teas. It's not sweetened, it's just tea. After a little bit, she brings out 3 trays of smoked salmon and mashed potatoes and a plate of small pieces of chicken that have been cut up. There's no deep frying in this world, I'm sorry.
Other French fries.
Yes.
Air fryer.
I love how Albie literally just said there's no deep frying in this world, and then I asked for French fries and I got them.
I mean, you can pan fry stuff.
You can bake French fries.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You can also pan fry stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuggies and French fries. How good did they taste?
Hang on. Pretty good.
Pretty good or like really good? Like decent or like
Compared
Wow.
to roasting a chicken that you caught over a fire. Or a pheasant. We'll say a pheasant because
yeah, I haven't ate any chicken.
Yeah, you haven't had chicken. This tastes better than pheasant. It doesn't have that gamey taste.
Interesting. All right. I mean, I'll just eat it. Food is food.
Yeah.
I love it. Every time V sits down to eat, we have to analyze the food. I love it. Actually, I agree. It's great.
Listen, this is the first time V's seen literally any of these meals. So,
Yeah, it's
Waiting
not
for
our
the
fault.
wonder to wear
And
off.
you know what? I took 4 years of culinary school. It's okay. I can answer questions about food.
DM,
now,
what's the special?
I said smoked salmon and mashed potatoes. That's what
Okay.
you need.
Awesome.
now, for Oma, Albie, has Oma
Mhm.
ever? Did we really get much fish over from where I'm from?
Yes, fish was mostly what you ate.
Oh, okay. Then I'm fine
You
then.
were
Island nation doesn't
Yeah.
eat fish.
No, that'd be the kicker there, wouldn't it?
Welcome to
your,
Story Mode TV. We
your-
talk about
your-
food for an hour.
Your guys' main source of food was mostly fish because your particular city is situated it's like a desert, but the desert is right next to the ocean, so it's like ocean, desert, and then about halfway down the island it's jungle, but it's too far to really go find food for the city.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I got you.
So, like, you've had some pretty weird and exotic meats from animals from down there when you were on your expedition, but when you're home, the main food is fish.
Okay. So how does this salmon compare to what I'm normally used to?
It's the difference between ocean salmon and river salmon. It's a bit less flavorful to you because you're used to your salmon having salt in it.
Okay.
Any other questions about your food?
No, I'm good now.
This is clearly the riveting content everyone came for.
How is it seasoned?
listen, I didn't even ask for like any good big questions about my food.
Are
All
the
right,
potatoes
that's not
chunky
me.
or smooth? No.
No, it's okay. What?
I said, are the potatoes chunky or smooth?
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Are they chunky?
They're
or smooth?
they're chunky because whisks aren't really a major thing here.
Perfect, as it should be.
Wrong,
They're also
but okay.
they're also. And when I said whisk, I meant blenders. They're seasoned with some garlic and some pepper, but other than that, they're pretty. There's some butter on the side for you.
I'm done fucking around with food. Y'all can do what you
All
want
right.
to do.
That's fine.
I'm just eating.
All right. Everybody eats.
We eat.
You eat.
Mm-hmm.
The waitress comes over and puts a bill on your table and walks back.
Owen will grab it. I'll pay for it. How much is it?
It is 1 gold, 5 silver.
Okay, I pay.
You pay. You pay.
Terrible customer service. Didn't even ask how our meal was going.
A little bit, yeah.
No. This is a dive, man. It's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
So yeah, you guys finish up your meal. They do bring out more liquids if you want them.
Various
I've
liquids.
I've probably
Various
drank all my
liquids.
water, so I'll get more.
Okay. You'll get that.
Great content.
Yes.
I take a piece of chicken and I put it in my mouth, and
Oh my god.
I turn to look at Oma, and I'm like, "Didn't you want to come here?"
Yeah. This was where I was supposed to.
You cut out.
I said yes, this is where I was supposed to land.
Were you coming here specifically for a reason, or were you just planning on passing through?
Well, I was planning on stopping here to check with the college.
Okay.
For more, like, see if they have any spots they were planning on doing expeditions to.
The specific name that you got, actually roll a intelligence check for me.
Oh boy, one of my highest stats.
Special.
Woohoo!
At the same time, DM.
Net 20, so 23.
Good lord.
I brain boy.
You know exactly who you're supposed to be meeting. It is a professor at the college named Eivres Arcanum. She teaches history at the college.
Yeah, I was supposed to meet with Professor. Albie, can you give me the spelling for that?
Here, I'm gonna just copy it. I'm gonna copy it into the thing.
Thank you.
Yup. Anir Fendran.
I was supposed to meet at the college Professor Fendran. She's a professor of history.
Okay. I'm a bit curious if you could, if you feel comfortable, just telling me what it is that you're meeting up about.
What's a college?
A place for very smart people to learn more.
Or very dumb people to learn anything.
Well,
Why?
some people enjoy learning, and they want to learn more and more and more.
Yeah,
What I
true.
did.
I did as well.
You went to college, Owen?
Well, not necessarily. I did enjoy learning, so I took advantage of my situation and just kind of took some time to read up on anything that I was interested in. And that includes, things like history and stuff like that. among learning other useful skills.
I was
But yeah,
hoping
no,
to go one day, but
long.
things didn't go to plan.
What was that, Sin? I didn't hear what you said.
Said I was hoping to go one day, but things didn't go to plan.
It happens. Look back it over at Oma.
Yep. So we can go whenever. I think we should try and fix these problems first.
What problem?
We need to
Which one?
get you an ID. Which one?
Why?
So we don't. So you don't get in trouble with the guards.
Yeah, I'd appreciate not having to pay guards every time we want to enter or leave town.
Yeah,
Why would I get in trouble?
because unfortunately we have to have IDs. And that means if you're going to go in and out of cities, you'll have to have one too.
That includes Ray Clora.
Yep.
Sounds stupid.
It sometimes is.
But it's how it is. So we can get you that. We have a couple options. We can just all do our own thing, or we can all just go together and do everything. I get the feeling, V, you're not really going to want to leave Oma.
I kind of look over at Oma. Look at you two.
We can all go together. It's not that big of an issue.
It'll be. As long as Oma doesn't leave me behind, it's okay.
V, where would I go?
You could run away and leave me here.
Oma gives a hearty chuckle. Where would I run to? I don't know this place.
Somewhere else.
I told you I'd go with you to Rayclore. They'll stick him by it.
So are we taking V to get ID?
That would probably be a good idea.
All right.
Sounds good.
If
Are we
Oma
all
wants
going
to
for
go to
that?
this college, if Oma wants to go to this college place, he can go.
So Oma to the college and us three to get V and ID. Let's see what we can figure out.
Okay. So
If
we
that's what
will.
Oma wants to do.
That's fine.
Unless someone wants to go with Oma, do a 2-2 split instead.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I'm saying
can,
this out of character.
if you want. That's fine. Either way.
I'm gonna kind of look over at Julius and be like, "Can you handle V?"
Are you asking or?
Well, I kind of want to go with Oma, and kind of just for
All right.
certain. I would like to take certain precautions when it comes to that. So I think you'd be the best person to take V and get that handled. If you need anything, you can try to get into contact with us.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
You know where we'll be, so
Indeed.
are we good with that then?
Yeah, that'll work. Let's see what we can find, V.
Okay.
Right. So I guess we finish up our whatever's left. We eat, we do our stuff, and then we'll go ahead and I guess split up and go our separate ways.
For now.
All right. So we're gonna do Julius and V first, and then
Okay.
we'll do Alma and Owen. So I'm gonna have you guys do a general investigation check.
Yeah.
To see if
ask
we can-
around, looking for where I might go for lost or replaced IDs to replace a
Mhm.
lost ID.
I wouldn't know anything about this, so are you sure
Right.
I'm rolling?
22.
I don't think I
You-
need to roll.
I don't think you need to. So you get a couple different answers. You can report a missing ID at the sheriff's office, obviously. You can get a replacement from the sheriff's office, but it would take a while because they would have to repaint your portrait. Or you could you find out from one of the passerby that you can get one on the cheap from the market district in the down Ross Street.
10 insight on that. I'm assuming that's a forgery.
Yeah.
We'll stop at the sheriff's first. I want to at least see how long it'll take to do the official one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go along with whatever Julius is saying.
Right. So it would take basically what would for thinking about time, you find out you're able to walk into the sheriff's office, no issue.
It's also really small, though, right?
Yes.
So
It's mostly having to wait for the person to go through and like stamp all of that shit, you know?
Gotcha.
Documentation. The general process of getting an ID is that you have to provide proof of where you're from, somehow, be it a letter or proof of alternate proof of identification, birth certificate, whatever.
I have none.
I know this. Hang on. This is the actual process. And then they have you sit down and they do a portrait sketch, and then you get your ID. You can come back the next day and get it.
All right. Good to know.
Is this what they tell us?
Yes.
All right, I say out loud, I don't have either of them.
That is
In front of whoever was talking to us as well. I'm assuming the sheriff or like someone who works with the sheriff. But
it's probably a
Right.
clerk, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a clerk. Well, if you're not from... was your ID stolen or...
I don't have one.
She's gonna look at Julius. Was their ID stolen or misplaced or...
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I met them about a week ago. I think they're more of wild individual. I don't think they grew up in town of any kind. So
I see. How did they get into the city if they don't have identification? Did they lose it within the city, or if...
I'm guaranteeing them at the moment. We're trying to make sure I gave them a gist of what was going on and let them know that I'd be here first thing. And well, here I am.
All right. We're gonna make a persuasion check.
I knew this would happen.
The feels when you don't have the charismatic person with you.
Oh,
Mod 20.
it's almost like you
Mod
chose
20.
not to go.
I didn't think about it. I was
Okay.
being selfish.
All right. She relaxes a little bit. And says, "Okay, we will." Do you know where they were born? She looks at V. Do you know where you were born?
The forest.
Okay, the forest near where?
I
You
point
got a map,
east.
it might be easier to just
I point east.
it literally might just be easier to look at a map. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not trying to be a hassle.
It's okay. I'm just trying to help.
I appreciate all of your effort.
If we can find a town that they're near, we could try and send a message over there and see if they have any records. So she rustles down in a drawer under her desk and brings out the continent map.
Great.
And it is large so that you can actually, see it.
And we can see it right now.
It's
Yeah.
in the media.
Great. Can I interpret this map? I've never seen a map before.
Is there a cartography skill anymore? I don't remember.
No, it might be just a general intelligence, but like,
It's probably under history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say make a history check. Maybe this is one of the things that you remember how to do.
I've never seen a map before. History. That's a dirty 20. That 19 plus
All
1.
right, so
I think the way this goes is I probably like just by like. Sorry, hold on, give me a second.
you're okay. So she spreads the map out on the table after moving some of her stuff. And turns it so that south is towards you guys. Not me stalling.
Exclamation point TikTok, guys.
Yeah,
Um,
exclamation point TikTok.
Go look at our TikTok.
We have one now.
Yeah.
And the very first one was done by our friend Brewberry,
Yeah.
who did an amazing job.
Yeah, it's so cute. Who's
Oh
echoing?
god, I hear
Yeah.
echo.
Is that Rob?
Yeah.
Oh god. The echo.
Echo what?
Me.
Shouldn't. We haven't had that problem before.
Yeah, we haven't had that problem this stream yet.
I've not had it. I've not heard that at all. At least not for a bit.
Scuffed content. We'll see who lights up in the VOD.
We're gonna pin the blame when the VOD comes out.
Yeah. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it in our roundtable tomorrow after the rerun of this.
Yeah. After the rerun that happens at noon, not 4 p.m.
Yeah.
EST. Oh jeez.
All right.
I just love that. See, I'll be honest, I didn't think about this situation. I was being selfish. If I was smart, I would have just said, I'm going with V.
Sorry about that. I'm
But I
back.
had a
It's
thought
okay.
and I said, I'm going to be selfish. And now I'm sorry that you all are stuck where you are at. You ended
It's
up in the
okay.
DMV.
I get you just
Yeah.
want to punish Julius.
So
it's not
I
a-
think so. My the way I think this resolves, I'll be honest, is probably like with a bit of like pointing out like what certain things on the like I almost like recognize like trees and mountains and ponds and stuff.
Mhm.
And so with a bit of like triangulation, I can point to around where I would probably be.
Okay. So, the secretary, while you're looking, would probably point out Riverwood and Stoneline, and then the next city to the. The next city to the west of that would be well, up on the near the mountain would be Treed, which is spelled Trid, and that would be the 3 cities in that line. So you'd
I grew up
be
in
able
the
to point
forest.
out roughly where it would be.
Yeah.
The closest city to that would be Stoneline. Or no, Treed. I'm sorry, would be Treed. So the secretary writes that down and calls in somebody to go send a message to that place. And
Now
go ahead.
this is just me. I don't know if you were about to explain it, but like, are they sending like a letter in that
No.
direction? Okay,
No.
some other.
They're going to send a 25-word message asking their DMV, their DMD, if they have record of a person named V in their records. In the
Okay.
meantime, she looks at you both and says, Now I can try and help if there's no records over there. We would have to fill out some new citizen forms, but it should be okay as long as we can get a portrait done.
Oh no, V has to sit still.
Yep.
Good luck.
Julius is like, I'm out.
I'm not. I don't say anything in response.
Okay.
I'm still looking at the map, actually.
Okay.
Just looking it over. Are
right.
there like names of cities on this map?
Yes.
Right.
And you with a 20 to read the map, you'd be able to find Rayclore pretty easily since you can read.
Perfect. Good to know.
Yep. So the person that was sent back comes back out and shakes their head at the receptionist, and she digs in her desk and pulls out a new form and puts it on the table with a pen with a quill and says, "Okay, I need you to fill out this form. It's a request for identification, and we can get that started, the process started now, and then we can go back and take and get your portrait started."
I kind of give Julius a look like, is this okay?
You're gonna need to get this done. Yeah. Can you write, or do you need me to write for you?
I will take the paper. I can write. I probably don't move from the desk. I just start filling it out right there.
Right, and it's normal stuff like like name, place of residence,
Place
birth.
of residence, the forest.
Date of birth.
I don't know.
I know.
No,
et
Just a
cetera.
question mark.
V
Et
doesn't
cetera,
know
et
date of
cetera.
birth.
Fill it out
In
the
the
best
date
you
of
can.
birth, in the date of birth section, V writes, "I don't know."
The receptionist notices this and says, "Do you know about how old you are?"
V kind of looks up. 18 years.
Wait. You're only a year younger than I am. No way. Okay. That's surprising.
Is it?
To me, yes. But oh well.
Kind of look back at the receptionist. Was there any other like line of questioning from that, or
From that, she was gonna ask if you knew. Do you know if your parents ever told you if you were born in the spring or the summer? It's just so that we can get an approximate date
I
on
never
the
had parents.
identification. Okay. She's
Congrats,
gonna
it's your
make up a
birthday.
birthday for you.
Congrats, it's your
Right.
birthday.
Today.
Technically, it could be according to the paperwork.
Quick, what's the date, Albie? What's the date?
The 9th month, the 16th day in the month.
Right.
18 years after you were born.
Great.
Roughly
Me?
September. In our terms.
Birthday
In our
9:16. Gotcha.
perfect.
It's Yuletide. No. I don't know. The lady's gonna make up a random date.
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Oh my god.
That's not in character,
Oh.
obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fairly normal, like procedural paperwork for getting a replacement ID. You know.
Okay.
So once you're done filling out that form, she takes it and heads to and says, "Follow me," and she takes you back to an artist that is sitting at a desk in another room.
I make sure
Go ahead.
as I start following her, I look back to make sure Julius is following us.
Yep.
Okay.
And she doesn't say that you can't, so you both follow her. And she explains that they need a portrait. It's very police sketchy when he starts. And I'm gonna say it takes like a half hour for them to get it roughly started.
I just
And
want to
then-
say,
Yeah.
V sits perfectly still the whole time.
Okay. All right. He does show you occasionally.
I have no reactions to that.
I'm sure, but like he does show you
I
occasionally
know.
so that you can be satisfied with your picture. So pausing there, we're gonna head over to Owen and Oma.
Oh man, I wasn't expecting this. I'm in the middle of making a tweet about V's birthday.
Don't tweet during the show.
Okay.
You gotta wait for the clip, okay?
Okay.
So you two leave the salmon spawn, and it's very obvious which building the college is. And you guys are able to get into the front door with your IDs, and you are greeted by a receptionist. And her desk says Talia Perrin. And more customer service voice. And she says, "Hello, how can I help you today?"
Yes. I'm Oma Firefall. I'm here to see Professor Fandrin.
Professor Fandrin hasn't come back from their research project. She looks through a paper. You said Firefall?
Yes.
You were supposed to be here weeks ago.
Yeah. Airship decided it didn't want to transport me all the way here, and I had to make do on foot.
Okay. So I keep scrolling through my document. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Unorganized now.
Progress.
Hey, I am very organized.
I didn't say you weren't.
So Professor Fandrin went out on a dig about 2 weeks north of us. They were due back last week, and they were due to start teaching again last week, and they have not returned. They might still be at their house, but I'm not sure. They haven't checked in. If you want, I can take a message.
Thank you. Yeah. Just inform the professor that I am now finally does arrive back. I believe me and my traveling companions should still be in town for a few days.
Possibly. We'll
Oh.
have to see about it.
Okay. Do you need anything else?
Nothing as of right now. If I do, I will definitely come back.
Okay. If you need, you can wander around campus. You do have the proper authorization to be here, so our campus is at your disposal, I guess.
Thank you.
And she nods at you and starts filling out her schedule paperwork.
I'll walk a little bit of ways. Well, that's
Okay.
not good.
No, I don't think so.
No, because normally, yeah, if she's a well-respected historian, you don't go missing on a dig unless something goes wrong.
Yeah. What do we do then?
Well, personally, I'd want to go see if I can potentially help, but like the reception said, it's 2 weeks away from here.
Yeah.
And this is personally something I'd like to do, but I also promised I would get her to Rick Laura.
Yeah, I think we need to reconvene with the group on this one.
Agreed.
I would have no problem going to help. But I think we need especially V's opinion on this.
Agreed. So let's go see if we can find them.
Alright, there's nothing else you want to do here for now?
Nothing right now. I may come back later after we reconvene with Julius and V, because I did want to research stuff while I was here.
All right.
And they just said I had access to the whole campus, so.
Yeah. Alright, let's head to the DMD. Let's head to the let's go track them down and go talk to them.
Yeah.
It's the sheriff's office, but I
Yeah.
think that's a funny.
DMD.
Agreed, it is.
What does DMD even stand for? DM? Dungeons, dungeons.
Yes. Dungeons. No.
Department of Motor Dragons.
I love that actually.
Oh my god.
All right. So, you guys head back out. Make an investigation check.
I mean, we know where they are, but it's finding the place.
You know what they were looking for.
Yeah. It's still true. Oh.
Not me.
7.
4.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Well, at least
man,
they'll find
Owen,
us by the
lost
time
in the
we're
big
done.
city.
Sounds like a movie.
Big Trouble in Little Riverton. No.
At the point in which I realize that we're probably lost, I'm going to go find help.
All right. So you know for sure there's guards at the entryways. So you go to one of the 3 openings that lead out. And you are able to ask where and get specific directions on how to get to the sheriff's office, which is the legal way to get an ID.
Yeah, I am going on assumption here to think that the first thing that Julius would try to do is to make sure it's legal.
Yeah.
Because that'll just cause more problems
Well,
down
the
the road. and I
guard's
know
not
I'm
going to
enough
tell
know
you
that.
where to get forgeries either.
No. That would be my
So-
first. That would be my first instinct is to check the place legal.
Yep. So they're able to give you direction, fairly simple directions. It's actually near the college.
Okay. Well, we just took a wrong left. We're supposed to go the other left.
That's what a
We
4 and
just,
an
we
8 get.
just don't tell them we got lost.
Right. So you walk in.
What do you mean lost? I knew exactly where we were going. Continue.
So you walk into the sheriff's office. After waiting a couple minutes for the person in front of you, you approach the receptionist.
Hi, a friend of ours, I believe, came up here looking for an ID. V and Julius, are they here?
They are. They should be just about finished up with the portrait.
All right, then we'll wait here for them. We won't take up your time.
All right. So she gets up anyway and goes to check. And she comes into the room with you two, and the artist is finishing up his sketch. He's gonna add color later. And she comes to retrieve you guys, and takes you out to the foyer or the waiting area where your two friends are.
Mm-hmm.
You find what y'all looking for?
Yes
Yeah.
and no.
Yeah. What she said.
I think we're gonna have to have a bit of a conversation about our current direction and what we should do.
Well, we got time. The IDs be done tomorrow.
All right.
So we'll have that covered.
Okay. Let's find a place that's not in the middle of a waiting room.
Yeah.
Maybe just go sit outside. Let's go sit in like the park or something.
That sounds like a good idea.
Look at the receptionist. Ma'am, thank you for your help today. We'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
All right, I will make sure that it is done as early as possible.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yep.
We get outside and I'll be like, I'm very glad nothing seemed to have gone wrong while I was gone.
Yeah, no. Really well.
Hey, listen. That lady had a map, and Reclura was on the map.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
just have to go northwest, and we can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You aren't incorrect.
So we should go.
Not yet.
Why?
1, we have to wait till tomorrow for your ID. 2, from what they were saying, Oma still hasn't finished his business here in town. So we need to at least finish that.
About that.
Didn't Oma go to college?
There's a problem with what I've come to do in this. The person I was supposed to meet is away on a dig site, was supposed to be back last week, and hasn't arrived.
What do you mean hasn't arrived? Like, how late?
And
They're
hasn't
a week
checked in.
late.
And hasn't checked in. So I imagine somebody going out on a dig and not coming back and not checking in. Late? Not likely.
I mean, could be any number of things, most of which aren't good, but
Exactly.
Right.
what are you
Are they
suggesting?
dead?
We go look at it, or?
I want to go look, but that's my opinion.
That would mean the
Postponing going to
possibility-
Reclura right away.
Exactly. V, are you okay with that?
I guess so.
This voice didn't give you like a time frame in which you had to arrive. You just had to arrive in Reclura.
Just said. It just said. Find me in Ray Clora. No time frames.
Okay. Well, then we can go and at least try to help figure out where this professor's gone and if everything's okay. And
Yeah, it's about two weeks north from here.
yeah.
Well, maybe you should go tell them that we'll go look into it, or that you want to go look into it.
Yeah. Well, once we head, it's going to go inform them.
We gotta wait till tomorrow anyway, so
Yeah.
we can at least have a night on the town.
Agreed.
Or in a actual bed will be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, being in an actual bed is...
I'll go sleep in the forest.
No, you will stay in the inn.
Why?
That we can't get you back in.
Can't get in and out of town yet till tomorrow.
But isn't that why we just went to that place?
Do you have it on you?
You need
No.
to have it. You need to. Wow.
You need to have the ID on you at all times.
What?
Yeah. So when you go to the gate and they go, "Can I see your ID?" you can show it to them.
If you don't have it, you can't show it to them. So you have to wait till tomorrow.
So
You can see V just like looking down at the ground now, but their face is like again scrunched up in frustration. Like they are not happy about this situation.
But
Is
on the
it
bright
frustration or annoyance?
Both.
Okay.
side, on the bright
I don't
side,
know.
though, V, once you have this ID, you can go in and out of the forest all you want, and you won't have to do it. Won't have to do this ever again.
I should be able to go in and out anyways.
I know. But unfortunately, if you're gonna want to get into Ray Clara, this is how you're gonna have to do it. We won't be able to keep
Because I guarantee
paying.
you we won't be able to bribe them like we did here.
I mean, I'm sure we could figure something out. Somebody
I
could
mean,
figure something
we
out.
can. It'll just require a much larger sum of money.
Or something, yeah.
So if I have money, I can get in cities.
But don't worry, money's not worth anything.
Hmm.
Oh, and snickers a little bit. All right, that one was a little uncalled for.
It was, yeah.
It was a little below the belt there.
If money's not worth anything, why does it matter if we have to give it to the guards or not?
Oh, no, I was quoting you. Sorry. My mistake.
The issue with just giving money to the guards in exchange for getting into a city is that can get us into a lot of trouble. It can get all of us into a lot of trouble. And then you won't be able to go back to the forest.
Then why did Julius do it?
Because if we get you in here
Time.
now, we can get the ID so
Yeah.
that when we leave again, we don't have to do it again.
Because it's either I do that, I'll get you into town, get you an ID, or we three come into town, leave you outside to just wait till we come back.
This is all very complicated.
Welcome to civilization.
I don't like it.
I'm aware.
And I don't blame you. But we'll get your ID tomorrow, and then we'll let college know that we're gonna try to go look into it. And then head right there, I guess. It'll put Ray Clara off a little bit, but this might be a bit more important. This could come down to somebody's life, or multiple people's lives, maybe.
Yeah. Her team.
So
She went alone, and then that one of the not brightest ideas.
So, I guess we'll find a place to stay tonight. Maybe a place with a tree out back for V. And get the ID tomorrow, and then from then on we can figure out what to do and where we're going.
The tavern we ate at earlier seemed to have some rooms.
Yeah, we can go back there.
Or we can try and find something closer to the park.
That might be a better bet.
Whatever works. I hand Owen 5 gold. You guys situate the
Oh, it's fine. I've got it.
tavern or the room. I'll go talk to them at the college.
Yeah, I don't take your gold.
I have plenty of money from my expedition itself.
And so do I. It's fine.
All right.
You can cover it next time.
Okay. I'll hold you to it. So Oma will get up and start heading back toward the college.
And we're going to try to find a inn nearby the park.
Okay. You are able to find an inn called the Kite's Tail near the park.
Mm-hmm.
It's situated with its front on the street facing the park, so you can see it from any of the park from any of the front facing windows up on the second floor.
Okay.
You're able to secure rooms for 3 silver apiece.
Okay. So how many do we want to...
Do we want to do 2, or do we want to do more?
I think we can just do 2.
Okay.
And then split it up however we feel most comfortable.
Well, I'm pretty sure V's gonna want to stay with Oma. So
Exactly.
I think that
you and
leaves
I
us
can
together.
share. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll just do 2 rooms in the interest of saving money for future.
All right. So I'm going to assume that you're only doing 1 night for now. So
Yeah.
6 silver.
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 silver, and you're good on the inn.
Okay. I've only got 5 silver, so I'm just gonna give them a gold.
Okay, and they're gonna give you back 5 silver.
Yep.
4.
Or no, 4 silver. Sorry,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can't math. We established this last time.
We did.
It is canonical. The god cannot do math.
Oh god.
Was that 32 damage or 64?
Oh god.
And 20 rocks.
No thank you either way.
However much damage it is to kill Oma.
I would like to
much damage it takes.
I would like to formally request that no.
All right, so while you guys are situating, I can speak, situating over in the tavern, Oma, you head back to the college, which is not that far off from where you were, because, the sheriff's office, the college, and the park are all in the general vicinity of the main central area.
Nice.
So the receptionist Talia looks back up at you and says, "You came back?"
Yes, hello. Has anyone attempted to contact sir? I meant to ask this earlier, but after hearing that stuff, I took some time to process.
Well, nobody's attempted to look at her house. We sent a couple messages, but we didn't receive any actual response from them.
Oh,
But the professor is usually too busy with their work to respond anyway, so we didn't think anything of it.
trust me, I understand the feeling. I get that way myself when I'm on a dig. You said her last dig site was 2 weeks north from here?
I don't know the exact location. I mean, it's always possible that she's at her house. I can give you the address if you want.
That would be fine there, yes. But if she happens to not be home, me and my companions we're heading up toward Lake Chlora as well. So we were thinking about taking a detour to check on her, just in case she's still at the site.
Okay. Well, if you do happen to see her, and she's gonna write down an address onto a piece of paper for you. If you do happen to see her, tell her that her classes can't wait. We only have one history teacher, so we kind of need her back.
I got. Yes, if she happens to be at her house, I will.
I would appreciate that.
Not a problem. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a good night.
You as well. And with that, Oma will take the address from her, head back out, and see if the gang's back outside again.
Okay.
I'd probably wait just kind of sit outside and wait until he got back, at least me.
Okay.
I don't know who else would be with me, but
I'm not gonna make you roll a perception check to see Owen's white hair.
To be fair, it's a little noticeable.
Huh?
So to be fair, it's a little noticeable.
Yeah. You're familiar with Owen at this point, so you can pick her out. So
Julius is also freakishly tall.
Yeah. So you can head over to the Kite's Tail.
I shall.
Yep.
So the receptionist didn't have a exact area of where she is, but she did make the recommendation of us checking the professor's house first, because she said you never know, she could be at her house.
I mean, it's worth a look.
Yeah, definitely.
So she gave me the address, so we could do that.
All right, let's do that then. It's a good place to start, and it gives us something to do today until we head to bed. We've already gotten rooms, just two.
Okay.
So you and V can share. If V even
is V currently outside with us as well, or
yes.
has V okay? I was gonna say, or has V
I'll sleep in a tree.
May want to check to see if that's allowed first.
Why wouldn't it be?
Sometimes
Because
people in cities don't like you sleeping in their trees.
Yeah.
There's much for you to learn.
This place is bad.
There's no argument here.
Well, you'll either get used to it, or it'll continue to bug you forever. Or both.
Most likely both.
Most likely both. Let's go check out this professor's house. See if we can find her, or at least figure out where she is, or could be.
Right. And so I will look at the paper for the address.
Where is it? Take us there.
Take us there.
Take us
Well,
there. Ian.
we wouldn't know where it is even with seeing the address.
Take us there. You're magically teleported into the living room.
You
No.
look at the address and you look up and you're in front of the house.
Surprise, she's there, petting her white cat. Ominously turning her chair around.
She's like, they don't pay teachers enough, so I just think
He is the big bad. The cat's name is Mr.
They say
Bigglesworth.
they say they need me, but they only pay me $28,000 a year.
Oh my god.
What's a dollar?
Anyway.
What's $1?
Okay. So her home, you ask around a bit, it takes a while because not everybody is familiar with the area. And you head close down. It's difficult to because you can't see my cursor. So from the park, you head east, and along the road, it's the 5th building. All right.
Okay.
And you're able to go up to the house. All the lights are off inside. Like there's no candles in the window or anything. No
This doesn't bode
glow.
well.
Well, if she hasn't been home, it makes sense.
Yeah. Continue, DM.
Okay.
Feed us your words.
It is a normal sized house. Yeah, you don't see anybody, any movement inside. You don't see any candles or any animals or anything.
So the white cat theory is not.
Not true.
No.
Sorry, Nika. Yeah, no white
Unfortunate.
cats here.
Do there appear to be any windows open?
No.
Okay. I will go up to the front door.
Okay. It's locked. No answer.
Okay.
If you're trying to break it, you should hit it harder.
That is the wrong thing, right?
Were you not trying to break it?
No.
Why'd you hit it?
I knocked on the door to let people know, just in case if like they were sleeping or preoccupied with something, that there was someone at the door. If I broke down the door, that would be a crime.
I'm just looking at you.
I know.
Anything you guys want to do?
Are there side windows? Take a look in those.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to see if there's a window or something that I can kind of not like creepily look into, just kind of see if there's possibly any sign that anybody's been here.
So there's a couple windows, like 3 or 4 along the side of the house. On each side. It's not a square building, it's more like how do I describe this shape?
Rectangular.
Not trapezoid. Well, it's like one of my Minecraft houses.
Question, Albie.
Square.
Question,
Yeah.
Albie.
Square.
Yeah.
Do we see? Okay, are there any like open windows where like maybe like a small gap under the door or something?
There is not any open windows. The door, probably about an inch or so. Not even. Pretty solid
Shadow is
door.
thinking, what can fit under a 1-inch gap?
Uh-huh.
Owen's gonna kind of say, well, we have a couple options here.
Great. I wild shape into a small rat and go under the door.
Owen, we have a couple options here. Becomes rat.
Yeah, that's the worst one, but okay.
The three of you just watch as suddenly V just shrinks and their body changes, their body changes and they're just a rat now.
Okay.
And then they run under the door.
That just happened.
That is not something I've seen lately.
Okay.
All right.
Do I just fit under the door?
Yeah, you fit under. If a rat can put its head through the space, yeah.
Great. So I get to the other side of the door, and then I drop wild shape. So I turn back into me, and I open the door from the inside.
Okay. So that happens. Okay. Hang on.
Now my question is.
My question is, does V know how to unlock a door?
Yeah, V could. I mean, V would try the doorknob. Probably.
Okay. It turns from the inside, but it doesn't open. Like the knob turns, but it doesn't open.
I say from the inside, it won't open.
You have to unlock it.
What does that mean?
Is there a little knob or something on the inside that you can turn?
Can I look at the doorknob? Like, bend down and look at the doorknob? Do I see, the little knobs that they're talking about?
All right, make an investigation check.
Sure thing.
It begins.
13.
All right. There's nothing on the doorknob, but above it there's like a something you can twist.
I twist it.
All right. The door opens.
I'm gonna look.
I found
it, and then discreetly move into the house.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to just follow because at this point, if we talk about it, it'll be suspicious.
Yep. All right. So the initial room that you come into is completely ransacked.
Well, this doesn't seem good.
No.
And that's where we're going to end it for today.
No! Literally about to say, well, we have a couple options here. I can pick the lock and we can go in.
I knew it was coming.
I did too, honestly.
I'm just looking at the time,
no,
yeah.
Don't do it. No!
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yep.
I mean, session 2 is in the bag then, and we've just broken and entered. Was it breaking and entering if the door is unlocked?
No.
Well, from V's perspective, they didn't break anything.
We did no breaking, just the entering.
Yeah, no breaking.
We only did the E of B&E.
I was told that breaking it would be bad, so I didn't break it.
We did none of the B, all of the E.
Yep.
None of the B, all of the E.
Isn't that what anyone does when they enter their own home?
Oh my god.
It's true.
So, can you really fault this?
On the bright side, to anybody that was looking on, unless they watched V turn into a rat, it looked like somebody on the inside let us in. So I guess that's a bright side.
Agreed.
Rather than me going up there and picking the lock.
Now,
which I
did
also
anyone notice V turn into a rat?
That's the question.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I, for one, know that V would
Turned
have
into a rat.
no thought to check up on that before doing it.
I didn't think to check around either.
Neither did I.
Well, to be fair, none of you expected me to do that.
Nope.
You are right.
I'm sitting here like, yeah, I mean, I guess we could just I'll just go pick the lock and we'll sneak in. I just need somebody to keep watch, and then all of a sudden, rat.
Yeah,
Suddenly
either one of
rat.
us could have done it.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I'm proficient and have tools as well.
I'm not proficient, but I have tools. Wait, am I proficient? I don't think I'm proficient. I just have tools.
I think it's the other way around.
I am proficient and have tools.
Is it not the other way around for you, Nico?
No, I have. Oh, yes. Wait, do I have these? I thought I would have gotten them. No, I guess I have proficiency, but no tools. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I was like, I need to find somebody sketchy who can sell me some.
Yep.
You were like, you'll have to find them, and I said, that's fine. I'll just look for someone sketchy. I'm charismatic and charming enough.
Giving away your secret proficiencies.
Oh, God. Oh no.
Well, so that was episode 2.
That was episode 2.
Yep.
Yep.
So our next session is going to be on January 2nd, it looks like.
January 2nd. Unless there's any scheduling issues with that, we'll be there.
As far as I know, I'm good.
Yep, I'm good.
Yep.
We do have the replay tomorrow at noon Eastern.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And the talk.
So
The
Either
roundtable
directly
session.
in
Probably
or
around-
up to a half hour.
Probably around what?
it'll
Or-
probably be around, but somewhere between 3:30 to 4.
Or Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll
Yeah,
post
thanks,
on
guys.
we'll post on Twitter right before we go live for the rerun, as well as before we go live for the roundtable. So
and
Yes.
of course we do have our new TikTok account
you can go follow
where our wonderful editor Brewberry is going to be editing and posting things related to story mode.
that. Yep.
So follow that for updates. Could get some cool bits, some funny bits. Just have to wait and see.
Yeah. We're creating
Yay.
content. We're content creators.
I mean,
So-
that's what we've been doing for.
Yeah, I know. But now
We
content
already-
happens.
We've already created content.
Now we're creating more. So yeah, go follow us there. Also, if you do !card with 2 R's, all of our information will be there, as well as down in the description box, or like not the description box, the about section there as well. So you can follow us on Twitter, because Twitter is the most accurate place to get updates on what we're doing.
Yep.
If you follow our Twitter, you won't miss a thing.
Yep.
That is where it's going to be easiest to update you all on any scheduling changes, any events we're doing, any special projects. So
It's where it's at. It's hip happening.
You can also follow us here and keep your notifications on so you can be notified when we're live.
Yes, do that. Thank you guys for watching episode 2. We will be back in 2 weeks. Well, we'll be back tomorrow to talk to you guys, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks. So, see you tomorrow.
Later.
bye bye.
Bye. We appreciate you. Bye.